Well, good evening, Chad. Hopefully, you're still among the living, or at least somebody in your house has turned your computer on, so it makes it look like people are actually watching the stream. I don't care if you're there dead and decomposing. A view is a view. Oh, what a time to be alive. At least a limited time to be alive, but whew, it is the apocalypse and I'm loving it. All those years of waiting for shit to hit the fan, and here we are. Oh, it's fucking glorious. Now, if you watched the last stream, we talked a little bit about the woo flu and how it's spreading across the globe right now. And it's got even worse since then. Lots of happenings left and right. Oh my God, what a way to start the year off. Here we thought 2020 was going to be boring shit. Maybe you get an impeachment trial. Or maybe you get an actual impeachment. That's about it, really. I don't know what were you looking forward to? Maybe like a video game sometime in March? Slim pickings, really, for your entertainment purposes. But you've got front row seats to a pandemic. I know, I shouldn't use that word. I've heard all the talk on Twitter. I've seen all the experts giving their well thought out ideas. I'd like to share what I think encapsulates one of the biggest things I've been hearing lately when it comes to the awoo flu from Eugene, I think sums it up best here. In a month and a half time since the Wuhan coronavirus emerged as a new disease, it's killed 41 people so far. During that same time period, the common flu has killed almost 80,000 people. We need to take all new diseases seriously and be vigilant while keeping everything in perspective, too. Oh, I've been hearing a lot of that shit. But Jim, there's the flu kills people. There's a fucking flu out there, Jim. Who cares about Chinese chickenpox? The flu, Jim. You don't understand. There's a fucking flu's out there. Well, Eugene, I don't know. I mean, when I think about it, let me ask you this question, Chad, to all the Eugenes out there. Well, let's talk about the flu, the big bad influenza. When we're talking about the flu, how many stories have you heard this year of entire cities being quarantined? Just name one in regards to the flu. How many millions of people have been told to stay in their homes? How many cities have had all transportation in and out of them completely cut off? How many Disneylands have closed down because of the flu? How many people are you seeing getting taken at gunpoint into ambulances in the streets because of the flu? How many videos out there are you watching of doctors breaking down in hospitals to their fucking knees and sobbing because of the flu? I don't know, Eugene. I'd say maybe there's a little bit more going on than just the fucking flu. And maybe, the response we're seeing from China might indicate that there's some shit going on. Potato, my friend. Oh, but the flu kills people. Well, yeah, the flu isn't quarantining 50 million fucking people and 15 cities. It doesn't have the president of a nation saying, uh-oh, shit's coming down the pipeline. That's right, Winnie the Pooh himself is saying that it's getting extra aggressive and they're worried. I don't know how many food shortages have you read about because of the flu? All these things on this checklist that I have of quarantines, military partitions, cut off of transportation, end of celebrations, cancellation of transportation in and out of areas. I don't remember reading any of that about the flu. So if the flu was so scary, so much scarier than what's going on in China, why isn't that happening, Eugene? I mean, what you're telling me is it's what? Thousands of times more dangerous. So shouldn't every fucking city in the world be quarantined? Or maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some shit going down. And maybe, just maybe, China is scared shitless because they're more aware of what's happening because they let a fucking biological weapon get loose. I don't know, Chad, am I alone on that? Am I surrounded by Eugenes? Or is Eugene just pants on head fucking retarded? Oh, no, I get it. Yeah, the flu kills people, Eugene. We're all well aware that the flu, the influenza, oh my God, it's scary shit. But just show me a reaction that we've seen in the last week to the fucking flu. You absolute water-brained retard. No, nobody's seeing that. Eugene's not even an MD. What is his doctorate in? Bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry. He's a Twitter MD. It's like those old commercials. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on television. Well, Eugene LARPs is one on Twitter, apparently. Real difficult to compare two completely different situations and see the extreme measures being taken in one and think, well, fuck, maybe there's a little bit more to it. But not good old Eugene. He wants to just screech at Donald Trump and tell us all about how dangerous influenza is. Now, I'm sure you've probably seen some articles. There's a little bit of a push, I'd say, going on right now in the media to downplay this. I've seen multiple articles, really, from multiple news sources, all saying it's not a big deal. Relax. Shh, be quiet. Rest your head. Oh, it's lullaby time. It's lullaby time. Just go to bed. Close your pretty little eyes. There's nothing to worry about. Which seems in stark contrast to the fucking reality we're surrounded by. Now, I'm sure we're not going to see articles like this popping up. I mean, they're not going to just point blank say something like that. All right, it's understandable. We all know how the mainstream media works. They need to get their shit organized and come out with a narrative before they give us those hot breaking stories that we're all looking for. We're more than likely to get something like this. How can I ask, by the way? Did the Chinese create a bioweapon and they hated black people so much they were like, you know what? Let's not even address Africa. Let's make our bioweapon just target everybody but Africa. Africa will destroy itself. We don't need to waste the resources on Africa. So we'll just overlook it. Just overlook it. Not important. Not important. I'm sure. I'm sure they can handle it. Now I want to do a little compare and contrast to the last stream I did because more information has come out. I think you're going to find it real fucking fascinating. Let's start with the biolab. Last stream we talked about the biolab. This was the first in China. They were going to have a multitude of them, all built by 2025. The very first one was going to be built in where? Wuhan. Where's the disease breaking out? Oh, what do you know? Wuhan. Now, when I read up on this and looked into it more, it said it was at the Academy of Sciences. So I came out with where is it here? I want to make sure I grab the right map. I came out with a map going from the Chinese Academy of Science to the supposed wet market that this all transpired at. And the distance I got was, what is that, about 8 miles, 9 miles from their biohazard lab, the fucking Umbrella Corporation, and the place they go to eat bat soup. All right, that's spooky enough. But then another article came out, and it showed this. Oh, no, Jim. We're not just talking about the biohazard level 4 facility that's located at the university. We're also happen to be talking about another another deadly pathogen lab called the Wuhan Institute of Virology, which is also 20 miles away from the fucking seafood market. So it's one of two things is happening here. Either through the biggest coinkydink in human history, two pathogen labs that are both studying the same fucking disease are located within a 20-mile radius of the outbreak of said disease. I don't know, chat. That strikes me as kind of fucking weird. How could you have the biohazard level 4 place at the academy and then just, 12 miles from it have the Wuhan Institute of Virology, and located near both of them is a Henan seafood market, which is what they kept repeating over and over again. It's a fucking seafood market. It's a seafood market. That's where this disease is coming from. People are eating bats. Well, I'd just like to say, first off, if it's a seafood market, what the fuck are bats doing there? I didn't know bats were aquatic animals. Can you use echolocation underwater? Are the Chinese fucking handicapped? What do you? Why would there be bats at the seafood market? I know. You go to one of these open air markets in China and you can eat anything. Oh, you want to deep fry a centipede and have a badger's ass? Come on down to the Henan seafood market. We sell everything but fish. let me scoop out some fucking gutter oil and fry that shit up for you. You could sit down right next to the two scientists from the Wuhan Institute of Virology and the Biohazard Level 4 facility at the university. Oh, don't mind those leaking packages they have sitting next to them. It won't it won't taint the flavor of the meat. Everything's doing just great. But these labs, we're talking about labs, boys. We're talking about the virology lab, the Biohazard 4 university lab. All these labs all over the place. Well, what are they researching? I don't know. How about shit they stole from Canada? Round of applause, chat, for the Canadians for once again being maple leaf motherfuckers and screwing the world over with their stupidity. Because only a Canadian would invite spies into their fucking pathogen lab and then allow them to steal that and send it overseas. This article from middle of last year is talking about how a Chinese researcher was escorted from the infectious disease lab and put under an investigation. Not just her, but her husband too. And all the Chinese researchers that went with them to this particular fucking place. Let me just let me read a little bit about this. I think you'll find it really interesting what her husband, who also is a doctor, happened to be researching. If you look at the very bottom of, is it paragraph 4? Mr. Chang's research included HIV, HIV, of course we've got that. We've got Ebola, we've got mad cow disease. But the second one there, why does that seem so fucking familiar? Severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS. Oh, a coronavirus. So 2 Chinese researchers who were stealing research information about the coronavirus, and it was their specialty research, and they sent it back to the fucking institute in Wuhan 6 months before a super plague erupted in Wuhan. Boy, that makes me think. Boy, it's got the noggin jogging a little bit. Is it possible 2 stupid Chinese motherfuckers stole some diseases from the Canadians, transported it back over to China, tinkered with it a little bit, and then it accidentally got loose? Is that what might have happened? I've never heard of an entire team of foreign nationals being escorted out and arrested and investigated by the police for this shit. Oh, really makes you think. Who should we blame for this one, chat? Should we shit on the Chinese for it, or should we shit on the fucking Canadians for it? Or how about both? Oh, I'll tell you, my pancake syrup's made of soy sauce now. That's what a way to go. That's the way the world ends. These 2 knuckle fuckers getting together. Oh, what's Trudeau doing today? Oh, he's taking a vacation day. Oh, by the way, Sunnybrook Hospital, confirmed case of coronavirus. So while Trudeau is out there picking his ass, and I don't know what the hell he does, dressing up in blackface for shits and giggles during the day, the disease is now in Canada. You know, Canada, the place it might have actually originated from, where it was stolen and transported to China. It's like the circle of life. Somebody starts singing Hakuna Matata. Let's go Lion King up in here. Because it's come full fucking circle. This reminds me of the Fort McMurray fires, where half the country's burning and Justin Trudeau is doing photo ops or something for feminism. This fucking plague is spreading, and then he's out there surfboarding or something. I don't know what the fuck this guy does. That's right, Chad. He's a fucking leaf. Oh, but it gets better. Oh, of course, it always gets better. Now, if you remember from the last stream, I made this little map. See, it's so fancy. I put so much effort into this. You see that red dot? Took me an hour and a half in Photoshop. No shit. Now, at the center of that dot, it's Wuhan. And I came up with this particular radius. It's 200 miles to the outer edge, because 200 miles was the farthest city that had been quarantined at the time. The last stream I did, 3 cities were quarantined. At the end of the stream, 5 cities were quarantined. Now, I want you to compare this, because Jim is always right, chat. I want you to compare this to the new list of, is it 10 or 15 cities that are quarantined? Let's take a look. Well, that's look at the radius. Now here's Shanghai and here's Taiwan and here's Hong Kong. Let's go take a look at my map again. Here's Shanghai, here's Taiwan, here's Hong Kong. Boy, that looks awfully fucking similar, doesn't it? How all those cities are in that fucking giant circle. Kind of like when I said on the last stream that if you're going to, quarantine a city in the center and a city at the edge, you're probably going to have to quarantine every other fucking city in between. And what do you know? Now we've got all these cities that have partial quarantines, full quarantines. And when I'm talking about quarantines, let's take a look at what that means. Let's see what it looked like in the beginning. In the beginning, it was all fucking sunshine and roses. Pretty little soldiers with their cute little masks, all standing there. Oh, look at them! Oh, aren't they handsome? What handsome boys they are! Oh, you can't come into the railway station. Handsome boys are blocking you. Oh, did you want to get in your car? Let me put this the little thermometer to your forehead. Another handsome boy said you can't go no farther. I'm sorry, you can't go no farther. Well, handsome boys, they got fucking guns now. They're kitted out in full hazmat suits with fucking guns. They're not using thermometers anymore. But even if you got past all these handsome boys and tried to make a run for it, guess what? You're not fucking going anywhere. They're building stone and dirt walls at every road and fucking tunnel out of Wuhan. Where do you think you're going, bitch? Nowhere. You get in your house and you die. Are you fucking kidding me? And then you got, okay, again, just take a look at this. Roads being blocked off with stones and bricks. Checkpoints being set up at fucking roadways and subway stations. Men with guns and full hazmat suits. And then go back and look at what dumb fuck Eugene had to say about the flu. It's only 41 people, guys. You know how every year when the flu comes around, the U.S. government sends out men in military hazmat suits with assault rifles and puts bulldozers to block off bridges and underpasses? You know, a regular occurrence during the flu. Eugene, you're a fucking idiot. I don't know. This screams to me that maybe they're scared. Maybe they think something terrible's happening. And let's put away this bullshit that it's animal to human. Okay? If it was animal to human, you wouldn't have to block off this much shit. Are you trying to tell me that hundreds of thousands of people went to the seafood market to eat some bat soup? I find that I'm a little incredulous about that. But don't worry. I mean, they've got it under control. They brought out their fucking Tonka trucks. Oh, look at those cute little Tonka trucks. The Chinese. Toot toot, here comes the Tonka trucks. Oh, we're going to build a hospital with 1,000 beds. Wait a minute, I only thought 800 people were sick. Why would you suddenly need to build a new fucking emergency hospital with 1,000 beds for a disease that's not affecting anybody and it's only killed 40 people? What would compel you to have to do this much construction work and then on top of your first 1,000 bed emergency hospital to build a second one with 1,300 beds? They're saying they're going to complete these prefab hospital emergency treatment centers in the span of 10 to 14 days. So they're going to create two hospitals with upwards of 2,400 beds in 2 weeks. Now, why would you need to do construction on that scale if it was just the flu? Hey, Eugene, again. Eugene, smarty boy. Big boy, smarty boy, Mr. Blue Checkmark. I don't remember ever reading a fucking story in the U.S. or Europe about the flu popping up and then, France saying, hey, let's build 2 emergency hospitals in 14 days. Anybody else? Chat, am I alone on that? Or maybe is Eugene a fucking moron? I'm just having trouble wrapping my little head around these things. Oh, a mass grave? Do you think that's why there's lye and stones and plastic bags in the trenches they're digging? Hey, I have a feeling those emergency hospitals, they're really going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, yeah, concentration camps. You're going to have to concentrate really hard on not dying, or you're going to be staying in that camp forever. Yeah, a lot of things don't add up, do they, Chad? Well, it's just some shit that just doesn't make sense, does it? You know, like this guy. I'll be honest, as an Epidemiologist, I'm really worried about the new coronavirus outbreak. The virus has an upward infection trajectory curve steeper than SARS, and it can be transmitted person to person. This is the important part, chat, and this should scare the shit out of you. Before symptoms appear, i.e., it is silently contagious. Silently contagious. Yeah, I made a joke yesterday about a Chinese tourist that faked her way into France by trying to hide her symptoms. She didn't even need to do that. It's literal typhoid Marys. The Chinese are unleashing typhoid Marys upon the world of people that aren't presenting fevers or coughs and yet are infectious. They don't even know the exact day that you become infectious. Is it 1 day after having it? Is it 3 days after having it? Do you have to have pneumonia? Apparently not. Do you have to have a fever? Apparently not. And these tourists are just milling about. So if you're going to try to sit there and tell me that a disease that's technically only infected 1,300 people and killed 41 requires the quarantining of 50 million fucking people, the shutting down of 15 cities, the ending of what is perhaps the biggest holiday in China, the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year, the shutting down of businesses like Disney World, at McDonald's, multiple restaurants, multiple stores, the cutting off of transportation in and out of all these areas. For 1,300 sick people, that's it? Do you know the economic toll that's going to take? Just in China? When you fuck up the daily lives of 50 million people, 50 million people that you're fucking up their job schedule, their shopping schedule, their vacation schedule, their holiday schedule. Can we even begin to calculate the economic loss from that kind of move? So you're trying to tell me, Eugene, that the Chinese government is going to eat billions of dollars worth of lost revenue and dead business because 1,300 people got the sniffles? Because, it's not as bad as the flu, right, Eugene? Or perhaps could it be that these fucking morons have accidentally released a bioweapon from one of their own laboratories and they know how fucking scary it is and they are desperately trying to contain it? I don't. Maybe I'm just going off, but it might explain why the U.S. is evacuating. The State Department has ordered all American workers at the U.S. consulate in Wuhan, or I'm sorry, Wuhan. I keep mixing up Wuhan and Mulan. It's like the Chinese Princess of Death. I've combined a Disney movie with death. The State Department has ordered all American workers at the U.S. consulate in Wuhan to evacuate. But it's not just the Americans. Oh, by the way, they're going to fly them back here. Enjoy that. Remember what that virologist just said, that you can get the disease from people who aren't showing symptoms. So what does fucking Donald Trump decide? Hey, let's take all the fucking people that are in the center of this shitstorm and fly them back to the United States. That's brilliant. Good job. How could that go wrong? But it's not just what's going on in Wuhan at the consulate. Oh no, there's more. Oh, there's more. Let's talk about the attitude that's just kind of pervasive everywhere. Little story out of Virginia. From Falls Church, Virginia. More than 20 Chinese exchange students who recently arrived in Northern Virginia will be unable to visit their host school because of concerns over a disease outbreak. Longfellow Middle School in Falls Church announced Wednesday the students and chaperones from the Hebei province won't be visiting the school or staying with the host families as originally planned due to the spread of the coronavirus. Essentially, what happened was the parents heard that a bunch of fucking exchange students from Wuhan were coming, and they told the school to fuck themselves. They said, put them back. They need to go back. Load up the catapults and shoot them on in to fucking Mexico. They're not staying here. You need to get the fuck out. Which is similar to what happened in the Philippines, where they told some Chinese tourists, you need to pack your bags and you need to fuck off. Now, why is it that only certain countries are pulling their head out of their ass to be a little more preventative about this? North Korea shutting down tourism, the Philippines considering it, and as well as asking exchange students to fuck off, and now local communities in the U.S. saying, pack your shit and go away. U.S. pulling people out of their consulate again. But remember what Eugene said. Hey guys, it's just the flu. You know, like how every year when the flu happens, the U.S. evacuates fucking foreign countries. Is it any wonder the Chinese are afraid? That they're scared shitless that their government's lying to them? We're going to look at videos. I've got a fuck ton of videos showing you what it's like in these hospitals, these doctors, these people talking. They're scared fucking shitless. And every single one of them, every video I've watched, either involves dead people in the hallway, people falling over in the streets, or doctors literally breaking down and falling to their knees sobbing. It's got so bad in certain hospitals that doctors refuse to take off their hazmat suits. And they're wearing diapers and shitting themselves, and they won't eat or drink because they don't even want to come out of the fucking suit for a minute. They're living in their hazmat suits. Doctors that are treating patients are dying. But you know, at least socialized medicine there's ups and downs, really. Okay? You give a little, you get a little. Sure, you're going to die by drowning in your own lung fluid. But at least you're going to go with a smile on your face.
开始。有我们在，大家安心过年，给大家拜年了。
Oh, a happy ending indeed. Chad, a very, very happy ending. I find it hard to look at the things that we're reading about and to see the spread of this thing taking place and not to come to the conclusion based on the fear of the Chinese government alone. I don't trust their numbers. All right, first off, I'm going to state outright, I do not believe the numbers that they're giving. But based on the actions that they are taking, I find it difficult to believe that this is not a big deal. I find it difficult to believe that they're not truly scared and they're not hiding something, some key piece of information that's making them react on this scale. When is the last time you heard of 15 cities being shut down? When is the last time you heard about 50 million people being quarantined? The last time you saw armored vehicles and men with guns on the streets because of a flu? This is the kind of shit that comes out of a Hollywood movie. This is the sort of shit that you pay $10 a ticket for, sit your ass in a seat and eat some popcorn while watching. Except it's real, and it's happening, and it's in China. And while it's going on, you have people trying to hand wave it away by saying, well, the flu's more dangerous. Or, well, only 41 people have died. Well, let's talk about the 41 people that have died. Now, somebody came out with a handy-dandy little map. And this is a disease tracker where at least it tries to, at the very best, come up with the most... Oh shit, I might have lost it. Oh, that would be shameful. Uh-oh, chat. Oh, am I still there? I'm still there. Okay. Thought I died for a second. Chinese are trying to get me. And they won't accomplish it. Okay, where's my disease tracker? No. God, and I bookmarked it too, and now I feel like an asshole. Okay, I think this is my disease tracker. All right, let's load it up. Let's take a look. All right, here we go, chat. Here's our... Actually, let me double check to make sure audio is still coming. Okay, we're good. Here's the disease tracker that somebody made to keep track of just shit that's going on. Let's really look at the numbers and look at the spread, and then I want to show you one particular number set that I think is actually kind of important, and I think might be something that everybody's overlooking, because I didn't even notice it until I really took a look. Okay, let me just readjust the size here a bit. 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm readjusting things. You know what? That's good enough, I think. Okay. So this little map will show us exactly where the disease is. Shows us all that good shit. You can zoom in, shows you all the different regions. Keeps a tally over here of the confirmed cases, 1,438. And I don't know if this is 100% up to date, but it's fairly decent enough to be okay. So 1,438 cases. Now here's the escalation of it, and it shows you day by day. From the 20th, the 20th. Do you see the curve on this thing of the spread of just the reported numbers? Not that, and again, I don't believe these are the real numbers, just the reported numbers. But what caught my attention was this little thing over here. Was this number over here? See, I'd been calculating this at about 2 to 4% kill rate. But that was because I was counting it out of the total confirmed cases. But I wasn't counting how many of those confirmed cases were actually recovered. See, if you look in the upper right-hand corner, 42 people are dead and 39 people have recovered. So, putting aside how many people are sick at the moment and aren't either dead or recovered, if you compare the number between the dead and those that got better afterwards, it's not like a 2 to 4% kill rate, it's like a 60% kill rate. Yeah, it's a little fucking higher than we might have been thinking, if those numbers are accurate. Now, I don't know how long do you have to be sick before you're considered cured or recovered. I don't know. But it suddenly makes it a little bit. It makes it seem a little bit oopsie. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. And look at this shit spread everywhere. It actually, this isn't even fully updated, but just to give you an idea, it's in Nepal, Vietnam, the United States, South Korea, Macau, Japan, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia, France, Australia, Hong Kong, Thailand, and of course China. And now we have reports coming out of Sunnybrook and Toronto that a confirmed case or a suspected confirmed case, so it could be in Canada now as well. 42 dead, 39 recovered, 1,400 sick currently. So, I don't know, chat. What do you tell me? What does that mean? What's the actual kill count on this bad boy? Holy fucking shit. So I guess I have to go back to where's our boy? Where's our boy Eugene? Everybody, the flu makes people sick. My name is Eugene, and I got a blue check mark. And the flu is scary, kill people. Well, Eugene, again, if you ever happen to listen to this, if you're not busy sucking dick, just point me to a case of the flu where 50 million people got quarantined and cities were shut down and bulldozers blocked off roads and men with guns were walking around. Just point me to that happening ever. You're gonna have to go back to this fucking 1920s, Eugene. We both know what you're gonna have to look up to find that in regards to the flu. Fucking people, man. 12 monkeys? Well, chat, it is a bit 12 monkey-ish, isn't it? I mean, just the amount of coincidences that are all taking place right now. Two biohazard facilities located next to the point of origin of a new disease, one that's spreading around with, according to that site, more deaths than recoveries, and only 1,400 people sick. let's hey chat, let's take a look at what's going on in China. I just want to show you. Let's take a look. We're gonna go to my good friend's fucking YouTube channel, my good friend's Twitter account. We're gonna start taking a look at some videos, some choice videos. I might have to readjust a few things here, so you're gonna have to bear with me while I resize it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to resize that just to kind of show you, what's up, China, what's going on, what are you doing? There we go. Here's a lovely scene. Again, remember, I'm sure if you've ever had the flu, this has happened to you. An ambulance comes to take you to the hospital, and when you try to get out of the ambulance, security guards choke you out and throw your ass back in the ambulance. Oh, I'm sorry, Chang. Okay, you've got the flu, so we're gonna have to choke you out and throw your ass back in that fucking ambulance. You know, it's a typical everyday occurrence. Just ask Eugene. This is normal when you have the flu. The security guards choke your shit and throw you in the back of the fucking. That's brilliant. That's good stuff. This Eugene guy's a smart cookie. I think he knows what he's talking about. Fucking retard, I'm telling you. Eugene is fucking retarded. I'm not letting that one go. Oh, here's another one. Would you like to watch one of the 8 bajillion videos of fucking Asians just sobbing in tears because they work at a healthcare facility and they're completely overwhelmed? And they've been telling people nonstop that the Chinese government is lying to everyone? Let's watch a few of those.
我们生人别说我们逃命，我们在脸上就是等死了，我们就是等死了。我们妹妹常常累都要累死了，天天上班，一天休息都没有，天天都在上班。
Now I know, that's moon runes, but here we go. A third video of a Wuhan nurse mentally breaking down due to the pressure of fighting the deadly coronavirus nonstop after a citywide quarantine, saying that if they rest, they're treated as traitors, and that they work nonstop every day. And she ends it by saying, "Only death is waiting for me here." I don't remember ever going to the hospital with the sniffles and having a nurse break down in tears and start saying that only death awaits her for treating me. Here's another one. Again, remember China saying, what, only 1,300 people infected? That's weird because this doctor is saying the complete opposite. Now, I know we don't speak moon runes. Doctor was filmed saying the media is not reporting true numbers, and this isn't even in Wuhan, it's in Hengyang, which is near Wuhan, repeating that 3 entire hospitals are completely filled with patients presenting with fever. 3 entire hospitals in the entire city are presenting with patients. They don't have room anymore. They've run out of fucking room, and he's getting on the phone asking for help, which is not surprising. Oh, let's take a look at some lovely symptoms. Would you like to see what it looks like when you get the sniffles in Wuhan? Remember, again, guys, Eugene told us not to worry. Nothing to worry about here. Here's your future, everybody. Just the sniffles. Just a typical day in a hospital hallway, having a fucking seizure. What is it, a febrile seizure? What do they call it when you get so fucking hot that your brain melts and you fucking freak out? This is like 110, 112 degree temperature, and your brain turns the fucking liquid, and you start spazzing the fuck out. It's hard to keep track. I'm not a doctor. Not like Eugene is. Eugene, of course, the best of the doctors that are around. Jesus. Oh, there's so many. We're just gonna go through these videos. I just want you to get an idea of what's going on. Oh, here's another video. Apparently, the Chinese are blocking people from sharing on social media, so they're having to use VPNs or other means to get videos out internationally because this shit can't be shared on Weibo or WeChat or other services. So let's take a look at another video from a hospital.
他怎么收啊？我不知道怎么办，那怎么办？接场了，那怎么办呢？
调进来了，结果
接场了，人谁全买了？
Now, I'd like to ask you, chat. I'd like to ask the people watching this right now. If the Chinese government is reporting that only there are roughly 1,380 cases, that's 1,400 number includes people from around the world. So we'll just even it, 1,400 cases. If there are only 1,400 cases, why are there so many videos of people in stretchers? Why are hospital hallways crowded? Why are doctors getting on the phone and saying that 3 entire hospitals are full? What exactly is going on? Because it sure seems like a hell of a lot more people are sick than what are actually being told that are sick. But it gets even worse than that. I haven't shown you the good videos yet. Here's one of a nurse that's so fucked up with the amount of sickness and death around her that she can't even anymore. She's completely having a meltdown as a realization that she's living in Resident Evil. The reality has fully fucking hit her. Oh, welcome to Wuhan. Nothing. Remember, Eugene told us everything's roses over there. There's nothing to worry about, guys. We're all doing fine. Not a terrible things happening over here. Nothing bad. Oh, except for the armored vehicles rolling down the street. Let's take a look at that one. It goes well with the guys with the guns. Typical scenes of people dealing with the flu, like they do every day. Nothing weird about it. Nothing strange about it. Oh, hey, do you like waiting at a hospital for 10 fucking hours? Here's a video of somebody claiming that this is the reception area of one of the major hospitals in Wuhan, and that the line stretched outside of the building where people are just passing out in the street, and it took, I think they said, 8 to 10 hours to even be seen.
这是在汉口医院，人山人海的病人，很多都是发高烧的，就在这个门诊部的中间，有那么3、4个医生在那里分诊，这几个医生面对这。
These fucking videos, they're all over social media. All over social media. You got videos of allegedly, bodies just lined up in the hallway.
3具尸体已经在这里躺了一个上午了，有的人已经是凌晨死的，到现在没有人来处理。哪里？这个手看不到。然后医生、护士还有病人全部都在这种环境下面工作。这就是定点医院的现状，没有。
Shit, it's almost like, call me crazy, it's almost like the situation's much worse than they're letting on. There's some bad shit going on that maybe they're not letting us in on. Oh, I need to find a particular video. Oh shit, I hope it. These fuckers are pulling this shit down so fast, sometimes it's hard to even keep it up. Let me see if I can find it. It's one very important video of a nurse discussing the actual numbers. And I don't know if she misspoke or not. There are people that tried to translate it. And either way of whatever she's saying, it's fucking bad. I mean, it's real fucking bad. If she meant dead or infected. So let me pull this video up. Oh, of course, it's gonna pull this shit on me, isn't it? I'm sorry, chat. Oh, I need to be more prepared. I'm terrible here. Let me find it. 1 second, chat. Talk amongst yourselves about how this is nothing to be worried about. How Eugene is such a smirt boy. Eugene's so smirt. I'm amazed by the smirtness of Eugene and his medical knowledge. Oh, if we could all be more Eugene-like, I think the world would be a better place. Okay, maybe they pulled it down. I think I can find it on YouTube if I need to. So, well, no, this one will definitely do. That's one that's talking about the Chinese government lying and the scale of the lie of the Chinese government on the amount of infected people. But I'm looking for a very particular one that now appears to have just mysteriously vanished. Wow, it's weird. So weird how some of these videos just mysteriously fucking vanish. Okay, I'm gonna have to go on a little hunt here, chat, to find this particular video. Apparently it just straight up gone. So let me see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. And it's got subtitles. So let me load this up. 1 second, chat. I got 2 videos from you, or for you, from 2 different nurses, which is I think interesting. So here we go. Here's the first one. Just look at the. I want you to listen to the number this fucking nurse tells people. All right. Here's the number.
熊氏家族的各位亲友们，各位长辈们，我是金慧，我目前还在武汉汉口这个疫区，我向大家汇报一下，目前我们整个湖北。
I'm sorry. Did that say 90,000 fucking people infected? Not 90,000 people. I'm here to tell you the truth about what's going on in Wuhan. There are 90,000 people infected. That seems like a little bit more than 1,000. Chat, which is the bigger number, 1,000 or 90,000 people? Which is the bigger number? Well, it almost makes you wonder if that's why they're suddenly building 2 emergency hospitals, and other doctors are saying shit like every hospital in the region is full.
甚至全国的疫情情况，现在已经有9万多人次。这个病毒的传染几率是多少呢？就是一个人传染之后，如果说他没有被有效的隔离的话，或者说进行有效的治疗的话，他会传染给他身边的14个人。
If they don't quarantine the infected person, they're saying average transmission is up to 14 people. And that's based on a case that already happened of one person infecting 14 healthcare workers. So, Eugene, again, I just let's pull up Eugene again because he's this smirty. He's this smirty purdy. Eugene talking about, hey guys, hey guys, it's only killed 41 people, only 1,300 infected, except the nurse saying 90 fucking thousand people are sick at the moment. Maybe that's why. I don't know, call it crazy. Maybe that's why. The Chinese government is literally shitting fucking bricks at the moment. It's literally crapping its pants in utter fucking terror at the things that are happening. Let me see if I can bring this up now. Oh, may include sensitive data. I bet it does.
我今天已经上了1天的班，已经下班了，4点多钟下班。
Oh, I thought this one had the English subtitles. It doesn't. So this is another one released through social media in China that got censored. But let's just read what it said. She said the doctors were on the verge of a mental breakdown, and they had reached their limits treating more than 100 patients a day per doctor. Doctors estimate at least 100,000 people are actually infected. The Chinese government is lying. Though this is a fucking oh. So you have 2 different nurses saying that it's an infection rate of realistically 90,000 to 100,000 people. You gotta love it, chat. You gotta love it. 90,000 to 100,000 people. Everything's fine in Wuhan. Everything's going good in Wuhan. Holy fucking shit. Let me just pull something up here. Okay. So let's just go over some simple math, some simple facts. Now, chat, what do you tell me? I'm gonna put forward a choice to you. We're gonna do a poll, but I want you to listen first before you vote. Now, I want you to choose which is more realistic given the response. Let's say we'll describe the response first. This is the response. Roadways are being blocked. Armed people are on the streets. People are forcibly by gunpoint being taken into ambulances. Travel between cities is prohibited. Going on the street is prohibited. 15 cities are on lockdown or partial lockdown. 50 million people are quarantined. Government officials are saying things are getting worse. Researchers are saying that the disease is much more dangerous than is being publicly spoken about. Okay, now given that, and hearing a nurse, multiple nurses, speaking on the situation, do you, choice number one, believe the Chinese government, given that reaction, is reacting to only 1,300 people being sick? Or two, believe the Chinese government is reacting based on what those nurses are saying, and that it's more like 100,000 people are sick? So which is it, chat, given the reaction we've seen in the past 3 days from the Chinese government? Is it option number one, only 1,300 people are sick? Or is it option number two, and 100,000 people are sick? I see some votes for 6 million. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of twos. I'm seeing some ones. There's some Eugenes in the audience. I'm telling you, Eugene, you don't react like this if there's not a reason to react like this. You don't fuck your economy up on this scale for no goddamn reason. I mean, 50 million fucking people. It's 25 million in Florida. It's 27 million in Canada. This would basically be like if the North America decided to quarantine the state of Florida and Canada and prohibit people from traveling anywhere or doing business or going on vacation. Imagine the economic impact of that. That's what China's doing right now. So given the economic impact of that massive amount of interference, makes it difficult for me to believe it's just that 1,300 that are sick. Now, it's jumped borders. It's in Taiwan, Thailand, Hong Kong, Japan, Nepal, the United States, France, Canada, Australia. How much more is it going to spread? If you have sick people that aren't showing symptoms that are still contagious, if they're typhoid Marys all over the fucking place during the lunar holiday, Chinese New Year, if you have more people like that woman that snuck into France by lying because she's a piece of shit, sneaking into France and hiding her symptoms just so she could go on vacation, how many people are they bumping into? The guy in Seattle that got the disease, he landed on Wednesday. He didn't go to the hospital until Sunday. That's 4 days walking around. They're like, oh, we know the 16 people he interacted with. Well, do you? He's confined in an airplane with all the passengers. That's got to be more than 16 people. He walked through the fucking terminal. He probably took a taxi. Maybe they went to the grocery store. Maybe they went to the mall. You don't know where the fuck they went. The woman in Chicago didn't go to the doctor for 2 days. Again, in the airplane, through the terminal, taking a taxi, maybe visiting friends. And if you don't have to show symptoms to spread the disease, that means potentially for anywhere from 2 to 4 days, these people were infecting everyone. So we're going to find out how quick it spreads. I mean, this could be a flash in the pan. It could disappear. But just given the reaction, given the insane reaction that's going on right now. And again, let me just pull up that map to show you how fucking insane this is. Their lockdown map, the radius of it, the cities involved, given the amount of effort they're putting into this, makes me think that they know it's worse than they're letting on, and it makes me think they're hiding the numbers. And if they're hiding how many are infected, I guarantee you they're hiding how many people are dead. So we have no idea. We have no idea. We're going to have to wait for it to spread in the West before we have an idea of how bad it is. And I know there's one story that was getting circulated. A coronavirus patient cured using, an echo machine. It's basically a bypass machine that does your breathing and blood pumping for you. It's the shit that I think, if I understand it right, the shit they'd use during a surgery, like a bypass surgery. Well, if you're sick for weeks with this shit, and there are how many of those machines exist, and there are 100,000 people that are infected, it's not going to make a lick of fucking difference, is it? Oh, your wonderful machine cures people in a few days. Well, you got 100,000 sick people. How are you going to fix that? Oh, you're going to build a prefab hospital with 2,000 beds? No, 2,000 beds is nothing. It's 2% of the potential infected based on what those people were saying. Holy shit. What a clusterfuck. And I'll even go as far as saying this. This may not be the happening. Maybe it does peter out. But it should serve as an example to you of what it's going to look like when it really does hit the fan. They can't control it. That's the reality. All the bullshit you've ever been told by whatever government you live under, whether you're an American or European, you're in Australia, South America, Africa, it doesn't matter. When these assholes tell you, don't worry, we're the smarty pantses. We work at the CDC, we work at WHO, we have university degrees, we work in military, we can protect you. We're going to quarantine and shut down flights, and that disease isn't going to go anywhere. They're full of shit. China is stumbling over itself in utter fucking pants-shitting terror. And the disease still got out. All the other countries are still getting infected. And this you could look at as a trial run. When it really happens, if it spread faster, if it spreads more viciously, there's no way they're going to contain it. So really, even if this turns out to be nothing, you should be looking at this and thinking to yourself, what are you going to do when the real thing happens? How the fuck are you going to protect yourself? Because there's no way they're going to stop it from spreading. There's no way to really quarantine. Quarantine is a fictitious fantasy. It exists in movies. Quarantines don't work. Because people are fucking stupid. And they lie and they get scared and they do dumb shit. Like the fucking Chinese woman lying to get on a plane. Like the idiots with Ebola in Africa lying about not being sick to get to another village and infecting somebody else. There's always going to be that one asshole that's going to fuck the world into the dirt. So watching what's happening with the woo flu should give you an idea of what the real thing's going to look like. If this isn't the real thing, which I don't know it could be. Maybe these are all the best trolls. I don't speak Chinese. I don't know if these are like troll videos. This is some chick from fucking TikTok putting out a fake video as a nurse. Maybe. But maybe there are really 90 to 100,000 people that are dropping dead. Or at least getting infected. What are you going to do? What do you do? What do you do in the face of that? How do you fight against something like that? Now, they talked about developing a vaccine. Well, hey, great news flash for you. That's a year away. Let's say this is the great pandemic of the 20s. Let's say this is a shit that's going to spread worldwide. You're going to have to wait a year for a vaccine. So by December, maybe, you'll be able to get a shot that'll prevent you from dying. So what the fuck are you going to do from January to December not to die? While they're working on their precious vaccine. Unfucking real. Wuhan Institute of Virology and the Chinese Academy of Sciences with a biolab. And both of them are right next to the goddamn ground zero, which might not even be ground zero. They're saying maybe now it's not. They don't even know. They have so little information to share, they don't even know. Now, you had a CDC official basically saying the Chinese were lying fucks. But he said it in a very diplomatic way, but saying that they're not sharing information. And then you've got WHO, which might be the most retarded organization on the earth, basically like, that's cool, bro. Everything's good. Corona-chan flew over my house. We're all good. Nothing's bad happening, man. It's just the apocalypse. Relax. These fucks don't know what they're going to do. I feel less secure. Even if this turns out to be nothing, I feel less secure with these motherfuckers. Everybody's running out and buying masks on Amazon. It's selling out all over the place. N95 rated masks, which aren't even effective against this virus. I think it's rated to like 0.4 whatever the fucks. And this thing is 0.2, so it's smaller. It goes through your fucking mask. So you stupid bastards that bought your N95 mask, you might as well just dunk your head in fucking sewage. You'd be safer doing that. Oh, need to take Dr. Chang's advice here. Put a diaper on your ass and live in a hazmat suit for the next fucking 3 weeks. In Hong Kong, even outside of the holiday, they've shut down their schools. All universities until the 17th. What an interesting number. Why the 17th, I wonder? Well, maybe they want to wait a few weeks to see how many fucking people are going to die. There's the Lancet report that came out that said, what was it? They estimate between 130 to 350,000 infected, which interestingly enough seems to add closely up to what those nurses are saying. By February 4th, they expect that that's going to be the infection rate. So, I mean, we really have a week and a half to wait to find out. If this is a real deal, within a week or so, you're going to start to see some real shit. Some real videos showing a lot of death and sick people. And if that doesn't happen, well, then it's not the happening. But I can't help myself. I love me a happening. I know it's gay, but you say, Jim, there might be a happening, and I just, my dick gets hard. I can't help myself. A happening, you say? Well, I have to be a part of it. In fact, while Jim grabs a drink to take a small break. Do they still have it up? YouTube removes everything these days. I don't know which one I want. I guess this one? All right. I'll play this for the break. Let's take a small break, chat. I'm going to grab a drink. Go take a piss. Come back, read some super chats, read a little bit more about the Wu flu and what's going on over in Wuhan. We'll use this one here.
The following message is transmitted at the request of Dr. Ron Paul. It's happening. I could have saved you. I tried to warn you. But you looked away. You asked for this. You've made your bed. Why didn't you listen? You cannot stop it hasn't even begun. It's too late. I told you so, why did you believe them? I could have saved you. I tried to warn you. You looked away. You asked for this. You've made your bed. Now lie in it. But don't call it a grave. It's the future you chose. We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine. And the machine is bleeding to death. It didn't have to end like this. It's happening. It didn't have to be like this. It's happening. You could have prevented this. It's happening. You only had to listen. It's happening. It's happening. It's over. We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine. And the machine is bleeding to death, death, death. But you only had to listen. I could have saved you. I tried to warn you. You looked away. You asked for this. You've made your bed. Now lie in it. It didn't have to end like this. It's happening. It didn't have to be like this. It's happening. You could have prevented this. It's happening. You only had to listen. It's happening. It's happening. I could have saved you. I tried to warn you. But you walked away. You asked for this. You made your bed. Why didn't you listen? Why didn't you listen? You cannot stop it, hasn't even begun. It's too late.
Okay. All right, we're back from our little intermission with Dr. Ron Paul. What was happening? Oh, why didn't you listen, chat? We could have all prevented this. Don't call it a future, or don't call it a grave. It's the future you chose. And little Corona-chan has come to visit the world with her gift. She's a little gift giver. You know, this disease, by the way, it's interesting. It seems to kill. It affects everybody, but it seems to kill anybody over a certain age. You know, I think the kills are somewhere between the age of 40 and 80. 40 and 80-year-olds dying, but also immunocompromised. Now, why do I bring that up? Well, Seattle. So you have somebody get infected in Seattle, and it's just a hop, skip, and a jump down to California. What do you think's going to happen to the gift givers? All those lovely bug chasers, when this fucking bad boy gets down there. Whew, ain't going to be fun. Ain't going to be a good old time. Just death and destruction everywhere. I hope you got some video, like a backlog of video games, some good books you want to read, some nice liquor, a nice comfy blanket for your recliner, and then just lock every window and door, and just enjoy. Just sit there sipping on your whiskey while you play your Bing Bing Woohoo machine, as you watch your neighbors vomit up blood and gurgle and have seizures in the streets. Oh, it's just so soon in the new year to have this kind of heavy shit dropping on us. But I just don't understand it. I'm just a pleb. All right, I'm not like our boy Dr. Eugene here with his hot takes, his medical expertise. It's 41 people dead. Yeah, let's lock down 15 cities. Boy, something sure doesn't add up there, Eugene. I'm dumbstruck. But I'm just a big old fucking idiot, Eugene, so I can't figure out why that is. Big old silly motherfucker over here. Completely confused as to why you would have to quarantine 50 million people for 1,300 people that are sick. In fact, I'm pretty sure you could fit 1,300 sick people into 1 or 2 hospitals if you really had to. Unlike the 3 that are in Hanyang that are completely full, and all the ones in Wuhan that are completely full, and all the ones that are full all over the fucking place. If those nurses are right, and there are 100,000 people that are sick. But again, I'm just not as smart as Eugene. Eugene's just he's a level above me. A level above me. You know what? I'm gonna take a second here. I'm gonna take a second. Let's see if new news has come out while we've done this. You know, it seems like every goddamn day, every hour of every day, there's some new horrible shit related to this fucking thing that pops up. You could start a stream, and by the time you're an hour into a stream, fucking more people are dead, more areas are infected. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Oh, from Arab News from 7 minutes ago. That's the name of the news source. I've never heard of it, but whatever. We'll just go with it. China virus death toll now at 56, and the total cases are at 2,000. Well, that's weird because I could have sworn it just said 1,400 and it just jumped. It jumped from 1,400 to 2,000. And 56 are dead. Now, how many are recovered? We don't know, so it kind of fucks with the kill count, doesn't it? You have to wait to adjust those numbers. 2,000 infected, 56 dead. Sure seems to be gaining some fucking momentum. Also, the Daily Mail is now reporting on the nurse video I just showed you. Now they're showing that, claiming 90,000 people are sick. Oh, and what did Winnie the Pooh say? What was the choice words he used when he described what's going on? China faces a grave situation as the death toll rises. A grave situation, but somebody, hey, contact President Winnie the Pooh and tell him he needs to follow Eugene on Twitter and just relax, bro. It's just a cold. It's just a cold, Eugene told me. What are you freaking out about, Winnie? Give him some honey, calm him down. I'm sure he'll be fine. We've got one from Rocket Hill Herald saying French car maker to evacuate all workers from China. So it looks like not just the U.S., but the French are pulling out. Oh, let's see. I just reading through the headlines is fun as shit because it's always something worse. Companies running for their lives. There's one about Australia, Malaysia. 4 cases in Malaysia. Coronavirus sees Wuhan ban cars as Hong Kong declares virus emergency, and President Xi warns of grave threat to nation. I don't know. God, reading those headlines, chat, again, just confuses me, makes me wonder, makes me put my thinking thought hat on that maybe, just maybe, Eugene is a fucking moron, and all these people that are freaking out for a fucking reason. Running away from the country, pulling out people from the consulate, pulling out people from the businesses. Presidents on TV talking about how it's a fucking grave threat to the nation. Infection rate keeps climbing every day. In fact, God, if we go back to the original thing, let me see if I can do this. And let's see what kind of growth we're looking at. So 1,400 cases. All right, let's look at this. I know you're not seeing it on screen. I'm just doing this myself. So on the 19th, China reported 270 people sick. On the 20th, they reported 320. So it grew by 50. Then a day later, it grew by 200. And a day after that, by another 100. Then it starts getting even bigger. The next day, on the 23rd, 300 growth. And then on the 24th, 500 growth. And now it's 600 growth. So it just, every day, hundreds more are getting infected. Started out with just 20 more, 50 more, then 100, then 200, then 300, then 500, then 600. And those are the wink wink official numbers. Still a bit of a shortfall between 2,000 and 100,000. Now, how long did it take SARS to infect 8,000 people? Didn't it take like 3 months? I'm almost certain for SARS it took 3 months to infect 8,000 people. And for this disease, it's infected 2,000 in under a week. In fact, it's almost infected more people than MERS did. I think MERS hit at most 2,500. So it seems to be pretty communicable. It seems to be easily passed from person to person. Unless all 2,000 of these people just really love the taste of bat soup and have to go down to the Henan fucking wet market and get them some fucking bat soup. People saying Event 201. You know what? I don't even know what that is. Let me Google it. Let's read it for fun. What the fuck is Event 201? All right, I will pull this up, chat. 1 second. Let me find a good link for it that's not going to put me some fucking crazy. Oh, it's going to probably put me on something that's I'm not going to like, but let's find out. All right, let's read what is Event 201. If people are spamming it in chat, let's take a look. I want to make sure hopefully it's readable enough for you guys, but I'll read it nonetheless. Event 201, the John Hopkins Center for Health Security in partnership with the World Economic Forum and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, hosted Event 201, a high-level pandemic exercise on October 18th, 2019 in New York, New York. The exercise illustrated areas where public-private partnership will be necessary during a response to a severe pandemic in order to diminish large-scale economic and societal consequences. In recent years, the world has grown to see a number of epidemic events amounting to approximately 200 events annually. These events are increasing and they are disruptive to health, economy, and society. Managing these strains global capacity, even absent a pandemic threat. Experts agree that it's only a matter of time before one of these epidemics becomes global. A pandemic which potentially catastrophic consequences. And this is Event 201. So what are we looking at timeline-wise? Okay, let's put it together. Actually, let me just double check. What was the date on that? When did they hold this? 29. Okay. So in June of 2019, A Canadian biolab. Okay, in June of 2019, a bio lab in Canada, expels Chinese spies that were sending back samples to Wuhan to their bio labs, which apparently there are two, one located at the university and another at the Virology Institute. 2 months, 3 or 4 months after that, all of a sudden, Bill Gates, Melinda Gates, and all these other fucking people get together to hold a dry run of what they're going to do if a pandemic hits. So Chinese spies get expelled after sending virus samples back. 4 months later, we're having a dry run, Event 201. 2 months after that, in December, the first cases of this new disease start to pop up. And now here we are in January with a mounting amount of infected, as well as a mounting death toll compared to the survivor toll of those that are cleared from having the disease. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, my little conspiracy hat. Oh, my tinfoil is crinkling right now, chat. I feel like I put my head inside a microwave. Oh, they're little sparks flying. I just want my happy ending. Can I just get my if I'm gonna die from vomiting blood out of my fucking lungs? Can I get my happy Chinese ending?
开始。
有我们在，大家安心过年，给大家拜年了。
Oh, I bet it feels amazing with those latex gloves on. Oh, girls, you know how to treat a patient. Wow, these nurses are world class here in Wuhan. The last woo you're gonna make is when they finish you. A lot of people giving thinking thoughts in chat on this. Total coincidence. Oh, I'm not gonna watch the summary. I'm not gonna look up a bunch of videos to watch to summarize Event 201. Now, somebody had mentioned earlier, I never had a chance to look into it, that this particular virus they were claiming was patented. I don't know. I think I suspect that it is a bioweapon or bioweapon research that got out of the lab. And maybe it's not super deadly, but it sure shit probably wasn't supposed to get loose. And now they're freaking out. Now, it's interesting. You could speculate why people would be having Event 201 before this, just a month or two before this. Who knows? That's for smarter people to speculate about. And when I say smarter people, of course I mean Eugene. Again, if you know President Winnie the Pooh, just have him follow Eugene on Twitter and everything is going to be okay. Because this guy is smart. And he knows what he's talking about. I mean, how can you see the shit going on there? How do you look at this? How do you look at pictures like this and then say, yeah, yeah, that totally makes sense. Just the flu. It's just walk it off, bro. You got the sniffles. Take a little bit of Sudafed. You'll be fine, bro. Nothing's going on. People in chat saying Event 201 is a coronavirus exercise. Again, I couldn't tell you. That's beyond me. All I'm here to do is watch the world burn and read the headlines. I've been glued to this shit for like 3 or 4 days now. I find it just fascinating. The reaction is fascinating. Just the amount of shit going on is just phenomenal. It's just spectacular. And the scope and scale and size of it all. Also, whoever runs this fucking Wuhan coronavirus site, who is it? JHUCSSE, whatever the fuck that stands for. Update your shit. It's 2,000 confirmed cases, 56 dead. And then you're going to have to tell us how many totally recovered because I don't fucking know. It's time to update your shit, bro. Come on. But look at that's the fucking graph. That's like a J curve. It's like a population curve. It's just straight up for infected cases. Holy shit. People saying buy ammo, buy water, buy masks. I don't know. It's really going to depend on how far this spreads outside of China, outside of Asia. Right now, this is Asia's problem. I mean, it is popping up everywhere. Don't get me wrong. It's already in the U.S. and in Europe and in Australia. But the bulk of this shit, the bulk of it, is in Asia. We'll find out real quick how infectious those fucking people were and how many people are going to get sick. But Asia's just straight up fucked right now. China in particular, I wonder what Russia's going to do. Looks like it's marching its way. It's marching its way across Mongolia right up their ass. So we'll see what happens with that. People saying Resident Evil is finally real. I don't know. If they start returning from the dead, wow. They really went the full 9 with this one. Do I have I probably shouldn't play the Chris Redfield clip. I play that too much. I need a better clip than the Chris Redfield one. Oh, I know. Well, this isn't even related to anything. But why not?
I masturbated in front of thousands of children. Thousands of children.
Oh, what are you doing? Why would you ever say that? What would compel you to ever say that? Why would you do that, dude? Not something you want to say. Not something you want to say on stream. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, chat. Oh, yeah, just he's so infinitely quotable. Infinitely quotable. I got any other good ones in here? God, I don't even know. I got the Petersons. I got some Peterson ones. Well, throw one of those up.
Milky, milky, warm and tasty. Mommy, milky, please be hasty. Refreshing drink from mommy's udders. I want mommy's and no others. Give it, give it, give it now.
Okay, needed a little bit of a giggle to get over the dark nature of all the shit we're talking about. Just nonstop fucking depressing shit, I'll be honest with you. Oh, man. I'm just looking for any hot updates. Somebody saying that N95 does actually offer some protection. Potentially. Okay, I think we're caught up. I'm loving the fan art though. Holy shit! Some people are drawing some amazing shit. Some of the Corona-chan shit, just top-notch stuff. In fact, let me. Can I open this in a new tab so it's fully viewable? Is that possible? Okay, let's see if you can see this. No, that's. Why did that go to the article? Okay, let's try it again. There we go. Nice death and destruction. You've got bats and rats. It's fantastic. A little Corona-chan sending death and destruction people's way. That's by who drew that, by the way? From Endcon here is the guy who put that one up. Lots of good shit. Lots of good shit. All right. I think we survived another night, chat. I think we made it through one more night of the virus taking over the world. I think I'll be protected because my lungs are so full of tar right now that I don't think the virus could even fight its way in. I mean, that's the strategy I'm going with. I wish you all the best of luck. Maybe you should become smokers. I hear that's the best way to fight pneumonia. Now again, I'm not a doctor like Eugene, so I can't guarantee it. But let me start doing some super chats here. Actually, let me put this up. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. 1 second, chat. Okay. There we go. Thank you for coming out to the stream. I try to front load it So it's just stream first and then super chats after. So if you're not interested in the super chats, best of luck to you. Stay away from Chinese buffets. And in all honesty, stay away from the airport. My guess with this, if it is really bad, maybe it's not, but let's just go with the hypothesis that this is not a good disease. It's going to spread through transportation and almost guaranteed airports. And most airports are going to be in big cities. So just give it a week. Hunker down for a week. Just take a week. And just sit your ass in your house or your apartment or your trailer, wherever the fuck you live. And just see what happens. Because you don't want to be around people. It's going to be Chinese New Year's. And these fucking people are going to travel all over the world. And they're going to be in all of these fucking cities. And the cities they've quarantined in China, it doesn't even matter. Because people are in and out of those things before the quarantines even went into effect. And they're going to fucking fly all over the place. So just stay the fuck away from people. Stay the fuck away from major cities. Stay the fuck away from airports. And just for a week, hunker down. Tell your boss you broke your foot or some shit. Can't come in today, boss. A dead bat fell from the sky and shattered my foot. I'm going to need at least 7 days before my foot recovers from this bat-related injury. It's the only way I can make it. All right, so let's jump into the super chats. See what's going on. See what people have to say. From Mario Carter 13. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, Mario Carter 13. Woohoo! China death toll #1. Yeah, well, it is on the rise. Well, technically, right now, it is #1, even with the misreported numbers. X Epic Yoshi X. Mr. Meteor, is Thonga still a thing? I don't know what the fuck Thonga is. If you mean Donga, I don't know what the fuck he does. I stopped paying attention to that shit like 5 months ago. From Dill Pickles, more people waiting for stream than Sargon gets live. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but hey, if Sargon was a virus, he would have a pretty high kill count. I mean, he murdered an entire political party. How many people were in UKIP? I mean, can we officially say right now that Sargon has killed more political careers than coronavirus has killed people? That's fair, right? That's not like an exaggeration. How many politicians were in UKIP? I could have sworn, I'm almost certain that he's murdered more political careers than this virus has killed people. So that's something, right? I mean, silver linings, lemonade from lemons, right? You got to look at the bright side of thing and shit. From Aaron Weiss, something relevant to the topic. When are you going to do an Elder Scrolls lore video? Also, you already know this, but I'll restate it. James Drake from Union Bridge is a homosexual cat boy. I don't know if I'll ever do an Elder Scrolls lore video, but I did like doing the playthroughs of Elder Scrolls, especially Morrowind, where you just make a character and you do insane fucking shit. That's always been entertaining. From Joan Arc, Super Ebola 2, the Ebola ring. It's all that carbon in the air. Greta was right. Eat bugs equals saving China. How dare you? From Black Cube Mystery. But speaking of diseased waifus, that reminds me, chat. Wait, hold on. Fuck, I read this one already. I'll give it a minute to let the stream catch up. Aren't you clever? From Jackson O'Brien, Sayonara University by The Pellows for fitting outro. From Black Cube Mystery again, makes you wish you stocked up on Alex Jones snake oil. I need myself some super protein vitamin shit, you're right. From The Dating Persona, China was a mistake. From Reno Miles, next time I hear your drunk voice at US Bank Stadium, I'm going to call you a retard and ask for you to rise up. From JL Cuz Y, Niga, Susan is kind of a big nig. Really hard to get around that new profanity filter, isn't it? They're really working overtime to fuck you guys on those. From Hank J. Wimbledon, when Corona wipes us out, one will be left. Phil. I don't know if DSP will be left standing. He might be sitting and snorting, but he probably will still survive it. From Sean Not Connery, thanks for nothing, you absolute locust. From Angela Honkler, press S to send Jimbo gallons of Kharkov to bathe in. Cruel Jaded. Everything's under control now. Let's all watch the dumpster fire impeachment like good little citizens. From Hans Handsome, two from them. It's got to be a coincidence that I started playing Resident Evil 6 3 weeks ago and then this happened. It's not a glitch in the system. And what if Matt Jarbel's blood was the antidote? Would you take the soy? I think I'd prefer to be crushed by a boulder instead, if I had to give you an answer to that. From Cap in Hand, city-dwelling bugman eternally blown the fuck out. Rural master race will inherit the earth. And keep Neats as a captive workforce. Corona-chan is doing the Lord's work. You know, all you rural boys need to understand that when shit hits the fan for real, every asshole in the city's coming for you. Because they're all going to have the same idea. Oh, I'm going to go into the farm country. I'm going to go to the least populated area. That makes me wonder, where the fuck should you go then? I mean, the suburbs are fucked, the cities are fucked, and they're all going to go to the country. You're going to have to, like, live in a lake. Build a raft and just live on a raft. From Magnum D-Pad, Bird Gang, rise up. From moderator Marcy2, move over ebola-chan, we have a new waifu in our lives. Blessed by the ruinous powers of chaos, we must show support. Press C for chaos in the chat. I say again, press C for chaos. From Reno Miles, Ethan Ralph wants on, check M&Ms. From Sergeant Scotty, praise Papa Nurgle. From Spud Nooks, oh shit, the CDC just flew over my house. I suppose it's better than who. If who flew over your house, they wouldn't give a shit. From Miguel Flores, when I watch Ralph's streams, I'm really thinking about you. I close my eyes and I imagine you instead. That's the only way I can climax. From Catastrophe, hey Jim, what are your chances of doing a mighty Apostle Safu will find a cure for the Wufu? Well, he could. He could potentially build a new army of robots. I mean, we've seen the sturdy helicopters and super tanks he's built. So I wouldn't put it past the good old Apostle to save us. From Captain Homo X, hey Jim, did you see the big anti-gun control protests in Virginia? Did me good to see those politicians sweat a little. Yeah, I like the build-up to it. Everybody's saying it's going to be like the fucking Joker movie where incels are going to kill a bunch of people. And then nothing happened. There was no violence, nobody freaking out, no guns getting shot, nice civil disobedience. Everybody went home afterwards. From Dextros42, it's time to send in the Mujahideen fighters yet. Oh, is it time? You know, when you said that, I'm not even pronouncing it right, but I'm thinking of Dune now. You want to send in people with the killing word? From Jean Arc, Big Flu 2, Electric Boogaloo. Captain Falcon, Jim, show me your damn moves. You'll see my moves when I'm running for cover in the forest to escape all the sick Chinese people. And you'll see them from behind because I'll be faster than you because I don't want to die from fucking pneumonia. Decaf Geek, first chat to you, Jim. Love your content. Gets me through my days in situations like right now where I'm laid up with the flu, the non-Wu flu flavor. NRU Neats rise up. From Xenofag Uprising, Jim, I've gone from being attracted to Asian girls in my university to avoiding them entirely. Does this mean the Wu flu is a cure to yellow fever? It could very well be. From Emilio Alberto, the cast of Doctor Who says Happy Lunar New Year. From Bernard, or Burnder, Greg went to court yesterday. His suit was a mess. From Triggers McNickers, have you heard about the SARS-like virus infecting the Hong Kong protesters only weeks before the Wu flu outbreak? Only a few buried stories by the media, then quickly forgotten in a few days. Well, I know that before they started calling it the coronavirus or nCoV or the Wu flu or any of that, that, you know, early December, maybe even a little earlier than that, that we're just calling it mystery pneumonia. So is it possible? Is it possible the Chinese government tried to use a bioweapon on protesters and it backfired so hard it infected them? Yeah. Is that funny? Absolutely. Talk about fucking up on a major scale. From A Van, think we can get a Cooking with Jack to whip us up some Aunt Myrna's bat soup. Can't be more toxic than what he usually cooks. From Jeb Bush, please marry me, Corona-chan. Together we can make the whole world clap. From Alex Majorson, you better read Chainsaw Man before we all drown in lung blood. Also, your dick will fall off if you don't. Well, it's good to know. From Lifeless Loser, honestly, at this point where I might just quit my shitty job and bunker down, still looking up compared to how things were going, watch me be immune. Well, if you are immune, turn it into a business opportunity. Call it the infection-free delivery service. And just tell people you're immune to the disease and you can go do their shopping and errands for them and charge them a premium. Always be looking for those sales, my friend. From Repugnant, but gamers rise up at this rate. I'm almost positive it's just population control. Any sweeties in the chat? From The Night That's Blue, can't believe the Black Plague got a sequel before Jesus Christ. The Christian fandom isn't going to like this plague, gang. Also, hi, Josh Sketch. From Chambers of Reavers, hey Jim, retweet my 3D waifu, or my 3D, retweet my 3D waifu flu, you weeb. From Nick Bilzik, happy Straya Day, cunts, PS, XXX, tastes like shit. From B. Tim, I guess Greta wish for population control will come true. I love the fact that a little girl with fetal alcohol syndrome is cursed the world to eternal damnation and lung blood death. From Kidhawk, stop asking so many questions about, I can't pronounce that. Jim, your bat stew is going to get cold. Well, you're correct. It is. From Riri121, hey Jim and fam. Everybody make sure you've got at least 2 weeks of food and water stocked up so you're not fighting people at Walmart in a few weeks. From Dear Propaganda, 3 cases in my state and I'm feeling sick. Press F for me, boys. Well, chat, looks like Dear Propaganda is a dead man. If you want to give him an F, I'll take a moment to let you. I know there's a slight delay, so give him your Fs. Because he's not coming back. He's got a case of the Wu flu. Apparently he bumped into a Chinese man at the local glory hole, and now he's never coming back from it. It's a tale as old as time, I guess. There you go. You got your Fs. They'll remember you. Dear Propaganda, ripping pepperoni. I hate Yankees. Vape kills airborne microbes. Zoomers will be safe. Until you all die of popcorn lung, that is. Because you're smoking vitamin E oil. From The Real Asami, attention, if there are any cutie Chinese girls with the quarantine zones, DM me, please. I will smoke you out if you'll be my girlfriend. Are you going to make them eat all the eggs? Is that your plan? From Pop Phasercorn Pop, I jerked it to pull losing their woo flu boo. Kill all pedos. Hi Jim, fuck you. From Maxwell Bond, my brother is visiting Minneapolis this weekend. Told him to never come back and have someone Skype me his funeral. Well, the beauty of Minnesota, my friend, is that not only will he get tuberculosis from all the Somalians, but now he's going to get coronavirus from all the Chinese. From Karis8894, sup boomer. There's some cash for the bunker fund. Would buy a hat, but still have pesky self-worth left. Still hope you stay safe, my favorite weatherman. From Minute World, remember to eat your bat soup, goy. I mean, Whitey. From Kill All Pedos, I love you. Afroman John, this isn't an illness, Jim. The Chinese just found a cure for boomers. You know, aren't the vast majority of gun owners and conservatives, 40 and up? So you can laugh now, Afroman John, as all the boomers die. But the Chinese will conquer your ass when it's nothing but Zoomers and millennials left. What are you going to do? Send out all the fat fucking blue-haired tumblerettes to protect you? They're going to wash over you like a fucking torrent of water. That's their plan. That's what the Chinese have been up to. They're going to kill all the gun owners with a super bug. And you'll be left with nothing but lipshits from California. We just want peace. Oh, welcome our new Chinese overlords. From James, so Jim, if you had to pick between the 2 flus, which would you rather have? The woo flu or the fuck flu? God, I'd rather have neither, to be honest with you. But I think, I don't know, that's a tough choice. Well, you know what? If I got the fuck flu, I'd probably make fuck hate merchandise like Luke Sissy Fag did, which is a real name, by the way. YouTube. It's not hate speech. The man changed his name legally to Luke Sissyfag in 1990 and then started the organization Fuck Hate. From Nilly Nush, Jimbo, you should watch Manyu Hikanochu. It's a show about a female samurai that absorbs the tits of other female warriors, a la Highlander. In the show, big tits equal societal wealth. The OVAs are 10 out of 10. Well, when you say absorbs tits, does she have to cut them off? She walking around with like a samurai sword hacking tits off? Because that would be pretty badass, I'll be honest. From Didween Ether, will Chinese escape to North Korea? No, Kim isn't going to let them in. From iPod Stiven, hi Jim. Can you believe this shit? Just saw today a fucking hockey team from China here in Finland. A lot of coronas in crowd, and now I'm fucking coughing. Well, I'll always remember your super chat. Rest in peace. From Nick Spence, I remember Gay Shepsmith from Fox whining about how the flu kills more people. Quite cringe. From Blue Collar, fan of yours for years. Love your work, Metokur. From Name, woo! 56,789 dead by Friday. From Ratboy, thought it'd be too fucking cold here in Minnesota for Corona-chan to come visit. But what the fuck is going on with this weather? 30 degrees in January is crazy. It's just God preparing us to smite us. From Iron Wolf Spear, sons of Gondor of Rohan, my brothers, I see in the eyes the same fear that would take the heart of me. A day may come when the courage of men fails. And apparently, the length of super chats fails at that exact point, because you can't complete the quote. From Black Hebrew Israelite, the Wu-Tang flu ain't nothing to funk with. From Maximum Ride 039, watching from my bunker, here's some money to keep the flu away. Well, thank you very much. From Iron Wolf Spear, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day, an hour of wolves and shattered shields, when the age of men comes. Maximum Smith, who would win a smash match between Spax and DSP? I'm going to say DSP on that one. That would be my guess. I'm not 100% certain, but I would say DSP is going to win it. He's going to take the prize. Now that you've given me an excuse to play, I'm going to play this again. If you're going to mention DSP, I'm just going to start playing this stupid shit again. Where is it? Where is this stupid clip? Here we go.
I masturbated in front of thousands of children. Thousands of children.
Nah, that's my excuse for something just woefully out of context. Just shamefully so. There's no reason it should exist. From John McPherson, Americans won't pay attention until their supply of their precious electronics and new consoles dries up because factories are closed by Wu flu deaths. From Kenshin891, Jim, you're just racist against beautiful Chinese culture like bat stew and virgin boy eggs. Check your flu privilege. You're right. You're right. I need to read that Vice article again to understand that my racism, my pathogen privilege, is getting in the way of things. Microbial bigotry needs to end. You were correct. From Ronson, here's a super chat to my favorite streamer, Mr. Jimiker. I thought I'd give the last few shekels before I die to some Iranian foxhole while I choke up my own lungs because of Corona. But I'll be in I'll be in Fortnite dance until the end. Welcome to the 20s, everyone. Yeah, people are compiling all of these lists of the 20s, and it is very remarkable how many times terrible shit goes on in the 20s, and not just for the last couple of centuries, but like for the last 600 or 700 years. I don't know what it is about the 20s, but Jesus, every fucking 20s, some terrible shit goes on. From Alec Majorson, sun's getting low, big guy. Nothing is happening. Sleep now. Iron Wolf Spear crashing down, but it is not this day we fight. By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you stand, men of the West. Worth it. 1776 2.0. Filthy Casual, don't dig too deep for your survival bunker, else you might run into the tunnelers from China trying to escape the quarantine. From Basement Bohab, I feel famished for bat soup. Can you hook me up? I'd love to hook you up with some bat soup, but, I ate all mine. It's delicious. Hey, did you know when they feed you bat, they don't even defur it? It's not like a chicken, right? Or a turkey. You can't, pluck it. So when you eat bat, you have to eat the hair. That's good. From Renegade Shuriken, I'm freaked out and pissed. No joke. Pickle up, pickle up. Picked up a male Chinese Uber rider who came back from China 3 hours prior. Took to urgent care because sick with the person who called me, following me in her car. How screwed am I? If you're serious and you picked up somebody, wait, picked up a male. So you're telling me somebody who just got here from China and is sick had you give them an Uber ride to the hospital? Oh, you're fucked. You're dead, man. Maybe you should take your $20 back. You're going to need it for medication. Holy shit. From Nick Spence, Jim, bats in China have a 2 HP Kohatsu jet motor strapped to their bat cock. Well, that's great to know. Kawahatsu? Did I say that right? Probably not. Elizabeth Bathory, Jim, the bat soup is shit. Delicia even. From Avitz, all hail glorious leader, China #1. My username is insane. Bioweapons. Read up on all of this, and it's a big nothing burger, bro. Now, why don't you go to sleep? You must be tired. Let's all just go to sleep now. Oh, I'm getting so tired. I'm so sleepy. Nothing's going on. We all need to relax. From Alu Cat Bar. Ching Chong Long Dong me from Saigon. Okay. From Bucket. Third case in Japan just popped up. I need an immediate evac out of this bumfuck nowhere. I'm going to bunker up and play some RE5. Good way to pass the time, really. Anderson Paladin. Shit on Vancouver is pretty much China. Yeah, aren't there more Chinese people in Canada than there are in fucking China? Didn't they all show up to buy your real estate? Isn't that why like a fucking one-bedroom house costs $2 million? I know I'm going off topic here by discussing this, but can anybody explain to me what the hell's going on with the realty market in Canada? Because it seems like you could find the shittiest house on earth and it's like $1.5 million. Is that because the Chinese came in and bought everything and jacked the price up? Hey, at the very least, if you survive the Wu flu and they all die, housing prices will come down. So, that's your rainbow, really. From Primorse, Jim, stop noticing things, eat the bats. Nicholas B. Cage, make a shareable video that has all this info in it, please. You dying Irish piece of shit. You know what? I'll put something together and throw it up on BitChute. From Name, look, at least we have an array of food choices. Yum. Mexican-American male. Or Mexican, yeah, okay. WWJD, what would Jade do? Not a lot. If she's quarantined in her cage, I can't take the risk. I just can't. From Merururu, Fort McMurray started looking better after it burned down. Maybe the Wu flu will make it look even better. From Josh Sketch Show, what do you think kills more, coronavirus or Corona Mountain? From Mario Sunshine. I'm going to have to go with Mario on that one. EC3908, this is like Stephen King's The Stand, only it takes place in China. Randall Flagg must be around there. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Who would the trash man be in this one? Who's the crazy schizophrenic who wants to deliver the bomb for us? Would that be Bill Gates? Is Bill Gates the trash man in this? From Tragzovich, is Wuhan the Chinese knockoff of Raccoon City? Yes. Yes, it is. Abso-fucking-lutely yes. From Filthy Casual, any cases in Slavland yet? Or is the garlic protecting them from the flu Manchu? I do believe you're safe in Slavland. Bleach Stricker, Jim, has Jade called you a man thing or happens to be covered in fur? Just asking because the Chinese are real-life Skaven? I don't know if she's transformed on me yet, I'll be honest with you. From Mercy Maine, by the way, hey Jim, they're posting pics of the mass graves on Pull, no shit. By the way, can I get a woo pretty please? There you go. Okay, let's take a look at the mass graves. Chat, do you want to see mass graves? Should we take a look at the mass graves in China right now? I hope you're telling the truth. Let's see. Where would they be? There was a pin thread. Is that gone now? It's gone now. I wanted to see the mass graves in China. Where are they? Oh, we got a lot of videos of people just dropping dead in the streets, though. I'll tell you what. If you have pictures of mass graves in China, and I think you're talking about the lime pits, why don't you tweet them at my good friend Mr. Anti-Bully, and he will get them to me, and I will be able to show them on stream. I know, again, it takes a little while to It takes a little while to catch up. But we'll see. I'm looking. Sorry, chat. Just give me a second here to look. We'll see if anything pops up. Okay. I'll come back to that one. Again, send it over to Mr. Antipoli. Where are we here? From Padre Speaks, first confirmed case in Israel. No way, 5 cases. How can there be 50 cases in Israel? I don't know how there are 100 cases, Super Chatter, but those 1,000 cases are outrageous. We cannot let 1,000,000 cases in Israel go unchallenged. From Brandon, emergency hospitals will just be enormous furnaces with a metal box over it painted to look like a hospital. Chinese barbecue is on the menu. From Marl Karks, Wu-Flu is better than or greater than the Chinese superpower. From Goof Troop, Jim, what is it like? Jim, what if this is like Jibba and you get a stand if you survive the virus? I don't know. We have to see how many people are going to survive it. Still not seeing any mass graves yet. We'll see when they pop up. Okay, I think we got some here. Oh, this can't be real. This has to be from a movie. You guys are you're fucking bullshitting me. Okay, all right, yeah, I'll show it. I can neither confirm nor deny these are actual mass graves in China, but I'll put it up anyway. I'm almost certain this has to be a movie. But let's take a look. Hold on, let me pull this down. These are some of the pictures they're showing. Here's the first one. Which this is this from the movie Contagion? Why would the Chinese have a Red Cross symbol on their trucks? Right? That's what throws me off about this particular. I don't think that symbol would be on Chinese trucks. Now this one, on the other hand, which looks like a giant pit full of lye, this one makes me think maybe something is going on. This one, not so much. This one definitely makes me a little suspicious. Let's see if more pictures pop up of mass graves that aren't from movie sets. You're fucking with me. You gotta be fucking with me here. Let's see if I can get a better version of the picture. Let's see. Sorry, chat. Just give me one moment as I go hunting for these nefarious mass graves. Okay, this one actually I think is a much better picture. All right, let's take a look and see what do we make of this, chat. Okay, much higher res. All right, can everybody see the picture? So what are we looking at here? This looks like the area that they were digging up because this is the equipment that they had. I mean, there's no way to guarantee it, but I see a bunch of men in hazmat suits. I see a giant digging machine. And that pit looks like it's is that lime? Is that lye? What are they? There are a lot of bags in there too. Chat, any suggestions on what we might be looking at here? Let me zoom in a little bit. Remember, they're claiming they're building a hospital. I mean, that's definitely Chinese lettering on the fucking machine. So let's go over a little bit and take a look at what the fuck is going on here. So what's happening, chat? Is this a mass grave? Is that, somebody capture a mass grave on a drone? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you what it is. I don't even know where the picture came from, so I can't confirm anything on this. Oh, I'm using my CSI skills. You want more enhancement, chat? Is that what you're asking for? Somebody said Japan burying swine flu. Somebody saying it's fake. Oh, are people playing shenanigans? Chat is going a little quickly. It's hard for I'm trying to catch up. Actually, you know what? I'll go back up a little bit to the what language is that, chat, on that arm? People saying Japan. You fooled, you goofed on me. You tricked me. Got me all excited for mass grave pictures. You giving me bullshit. Yes, I'm enhancing. I'm zooming. Okay. Well, you can think about that. I'll leave the picture up while you all speculate, and I'll continue on with the super duper chats here. Don't know what to tell you. I don't know what's I don't know what's going on. From Bro Thulu. This is literally Captain Trips, but the Chinese started this time. But fuck it, I got water and food. Might as well enjoy the show. Adelie Reed. Fuck, I have a coworker in China. Quarantine time. From Rachel Whale. Have you not heard of the Purebright Institute? Funded by the Gates Foundation, which is the coronavirus patent. Follow Dr. Shiva on Twitter. I've not heard of the Institute. I know what Gates Foundation is. I've heard that before. But I don't know who, Dr. Shiva is. From Lock Robster. When will my infection show the flu I have inside? Magic Octopus. This seems suspiciously like the kind of population control one-child policy wasn't enough. A highly contagious virus will do this trick. Oh, has chat finally come to a conclusion of what this is? I'm seeing. Okay. JP Local Kansai News. All right. Very obviously Korean. All right. Looks like somebody tried to bamboozle us, chat. They tried bamboozling us, but we solved the mystery. We solved the mystery. You only get truth here. Like this Vice article. It's the real deal. From I'm Old Greg, you're scaring me, Jim. Russell T. Shackelford, Spark Up Jim. Smoke cigs, dries the lung fluids. Very true. Elizabeth Bathory, soldiers are there to keep zombies in, not people. From Greg Riley, 70%. And seeing as that came from something kind of official leads me to believe it actually might be higher than 70. Lord of the Nerds, me Chinese, me play joke, me and humanity. Spike Strat 13, Jim, Google Eugene Goo. He's a wife beater, harasser, and buys fetal tissue from abortion clinics. Is that the blue checkmark guy? Wife beating harasser and likes him some fetuses. From Weeblord 420, write out the viral apocalypse by watching Shimonetta. It's an anime about a world where the SJWs won and people fight back with dick jokes and streaking. Now that sounds kind of great. From Marks, you're right, Chinese AIDS for all of us. From Odo Nost, happy year of the plague rat and cheers from a fellow potato Jim. Here's to bringing back the roaring 1320s, maybe after the pestilence sweeps through Mongolia and Europe again. We can make crusades popular for the dirty 30s. And it's always a possibility. From Lord of the Nerds again, really breaking the stereotype sick men of Asia. From zone-based excavators, mass graves, non-hospital, 1,000 beds? Why? From Blake Foley, your map is missing Pakistan, soon India as well. Yeah, it seems again to be spreading pretty much everywhere. From MaxMax871, but 2 years for China. Trade war, Hong Kong, swine flu, now the Wu flu. From Mateo, Jim, remember to put your hazmat on next time you diddle Jade. We want our weathermen safe and healthy. From Garu, coronavirus, not the hero virus we asked for, but the one we need. Hard reset incoming. We can only up so long. From Apocalypse Lemon, stock up on survival supplies now before the boomers find out. I think it's already too late. I'm almost certain I heard people saying that it's selling out on fucking Amazon. You're going to have to go to like 3M directly and shit to get some decent filters. From RPG or 90, lull 40 out of 1,000 versus 80,000 out of 100 million. From Legato Madi, it's been discovered that the coronavirus actually originated from a horse Sank sucked off. Well, now we know. From Traveler Cave, 56 dead, 2K infected. From the BBC, yeah, I got to it late. That probably was a super chat from earlier, but yes. Right now they're saying 2,000 infected, 56 dead. From the Slayer N, Contagion 2011 film called it Bat Soup Kills All. From Waxican, you going to throw Jade in a bubble for quarantine? Probably I will. From Camellia Taggart, those are gunshots. What is going on over there? Oh, just the flu, bro. It's just a cold. From Farmaster Flex, don't worry, the flu dies after the warranty expires. Eduardo Ramirez, Corona-chan, I'm going to let you finish and all. But Bubonic-chan had the best kill streak ever. 75 to 200 million, baby. Fuck taco flu. Is that number one? Is that the high score, Bubonic-chan? Wait, do we have any artwork of Bubonic-chan? Can we make a Four Horsemen with Ebola-chan, Wu Flu, or Ebola-chan, Corona-chan, Bubonic-chan, and I guess Taco-chan? Can we get them all on horses together? I mean, I've already got Ebola-chan and Corona-chan. I just need the other two. From Nicole Coleman, scariest thing isn't the virus infecting thousands of people, but the fact another Sam Hyde 2070 prediction came true. Rip the elderly and disabled. Well, you know what? Now that you bring up Sam Hyde, let me, I think he gave us a warning. Okay, let me see if I can find the warning. Please tell me I kept the warning from Sam Hyde. Hold on, chat. Oh, if I really hope I kept the warning from Sam Hyde.
Something bad is gonna happen tomorrow. Trust me, you guys. I got a feeling about this one. Guys, something bad is gonna happen tomorrow, you guys. Trust me, I got a feeling about this one. Think it's a coincidence? What else could have happened on that date? Think back. Think back long and hard, people.
Yeah, think about it. You gotta think about it. Oh, I fucking love that video. You know, I posted that once. I posted there's like some mass shooting, and I posted that, and I said this was the shooter's manifesto from Facebook, and some fucking journalist was like, "Oh my god." Not even, like, wouldn't you think the first thought they'd have is, why is there music in the background? But they completely believe it. Oh. Okay. Andrew Thorsten, happy year of the plague rat. Mike Downey, China #1. You need re-education, Jim. Q1 Fiend, the sad truth is you're willing to quarantine 50 million people. You're also willing to lose that many. From Fataku, Wuhan flu, thanks for everything. Julia Pneumonia. From Rambo Steen, Jimbo, use these dollary dues to buy some Stoli Elite vodka. Have a drink before the Wu flu wipes us all out. Cheers. From Padre Speaks, nurse freaking out, everyone else doesn't give a shit. Said it before, I'll say it again, they have no souls. From Tilf DigiT, Chinese people believe that if a doctor doesn't fix the disease, they did it on purpose and attempt to kill medical staff. Remember, Chinese institutes are corrupt. Bribes are rampant. People might actually kill all the doctors. I'm glad I'm not a fucking doctor in China. From Camellia Taggart, again, China is releasing hell upon the world. From Minute World, I've got an idea of what you could play at the end of the stream. Video's called Corona-chan is Kung Flu Fighting. Is that actually a video that exists? Let me see if I can find it. If it is, maybe I'll play that. Hold on. Let's see if I can find that picture. I mean video. Let's see if we can find that video. Corona-chan is Kung Flu Fighting. Oh, wow. It's a video. Well, hopefully it's not shit. I've got it queued up. Maybe we'll play it as the outro song. From Opiate Stiven, let the Wuhan hit the floor. Scroats and Migoats. Looks like Unit 731 is back in action. Isn't that Japanese? Why would they? Oh, I see, because they're killing the Chinese. All right, getcha. From Zero Sanaku, Wuhan, more like Wugan. Cameron Mead, Jim, I live in Washington and work in a mall. To make matters worse, a coworker is traveling to China for a couple of days for some stupid trip. Remember me, sweeties. I'd say just call in sick to work and don't show up when he gets back for like a week. From SG Pigfucker, Sag Pigfucker says, not emergency, anything but incinerators. From Sweet, what the fuck I called it, Knickerblood, not this Corona shit. Plague Inc. is broken, should have called it Model O virus, at least, sorry, because it's Model O time, at least now. Ocean Redux, Japan was right, China is awful. From Tilf Dig T, another problem is older Chinese people don't trust Western medicine and are probably more likely to eat bear liver. to cure the disease. Well, that's we'll see how effective that is for them. Isn't that like okay? Can you explain to me how that's not just as dumb as Africans when the Ebola plague was going on and the regions in Africa that it was hitting? That a rumor spread that if you wanted to get rid of Ebola or AIDS or really any horrible disease, you just had to fuck a virgin, a really young virgin. That was a rumor. If the younger the virgin you fuck, the better your chances of curing your disease. Maybe, Western medicine has its upsides. I don't know why everybody doesn't trust it. From Victor Phantasm, boss is continuing to eat at a Chinese buffet the same as barebacking in Florida after the gift. Yes, it is right now. From Nith Roll, this entire situation reminds me of an anime called Berserk. Hey, I don't know if you guys have heard of this Berserk thing, but there's this scene, and this black dude fucks him. All right, spoiler alerts. He gets the BBC. From Umpty Madoo, we didn't take the USSR up on their offer as the Cold War, so Wu-Chan is going to fight for the Chinese liberation from their bodies. Black Cube Mystery, Oh Death, Repent. Xenophag Uprising, Wuhanner, 90K. From Shadow Humor, we had a good run, guys. Llama Dirk, this is fake. It's obvious China figured out how to do a GoFundMe scam, and they are great at it. From Sai Brav, how do you drink bleach in Chinese? I don't know. It's a chaser that you use to follow up on that delicious bat soup, I'm guessing. From Kiosk Man, watch Some Creep on D-Live for comfy black pill streams Fridays and Saturdays at midnight Eastern Standard Time. From Magic Octopus, Ebola Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. From Tooniest Tunes, SARS at its peak infected 8,098 people. Over the course of a couple of months, press P for plague chat. Yeah, again, it's the rate of infection. Yeah, if SARS took, I think, 2 to 3 months to infect 8,000 people, this has infected 2,000, according to the numbers, within a week. So it's I don't know. From Minute World, I pray hope that the people that are freaking the fuck out, crying, don't get infected and fucking leave the shithole known as China. They deserve better. Camellia Taggart, Corona-chan wants your eyes wear hazmat. From Vokun Du Dinko, just send DSP over to China. All they have to do is copy what he does, and they'll be just fine. Well, that's one way of looking at it. No, sorry. Just adjusting something there. From Caleb Penna, look up Dr. Eric Ding. Look up Dr. Eric Ding on Twitter. He's I don't know if you're being racist or if that's look up Dr. Ding. Twitter. Chinese epidemic. He's an expert on virus. Okay, some very grim data. Okay, I'll look up Dr. Ding. Okay, I'll look him up. I'm sorry. It's just I don't know. Sometimes, man, it's fucking hard to know if you guys are just fucking with me or if it's Legato Madi. There's a video on YouTube called "Rap Against Rape." Rap Against Rape? What did I do wrong? From the early '90s, as a bunch of white people awkwardly rap that it's not your fault if you get raped. That's good to know. From Jack, turn all of China into a great giant nature park. From Cree Rose, as a Canadian, I urge you to nuke us now. We're sorry. Apache Chief, confirmed numbers last I checked are 2,000 plus infected, 56 dead. Even officially, the numbers are going up quick. Yeah, they are, aren't they? True Seeker, the Wu flu will reach world superpower India soon. Then Indian esoteric poo magic will create the Winnie the Pooh Woo Poo super flu World War Poo rip. Well, India is now a superpower. I think they'll protect us. I'm fairly certain they're ready to protect us. From Rabbit Corn, I personally don't see this as a doomsday scenario, but still scary to see how unprepared we are. From Tilf T, considering China, Japan, and the Western countries have large elderly populations, we might actually see some high casualties. Well, if it is, I mean, if it's primarily killing people between the ages of 40 and 80, and if it spreads easily, and if the pneumonia that people are contracting isn't easily treated and the medicine's not effective, yes, we would see a lot of dead people. Alex Majorson, China made this. Don't ever forget that. This 1,000 times over exists everywhere. From Mark Skog, all of the 979 genders affected equally. Could be a lawsuit if not. From Connor McCauley, Google Event 201, they ran a pandemic sim exercise back in October and predicted 65 million dead. From Padre Speaks, Toronto subreddit is a complete clusterfuck or cuckfest right now. Dur, what do we do? Just stop people from landing on flights from China, Dur? Well, it's Reddit to begin with, and it's a Canadian Reddit, so what are you expecting, Padre? From Double A, on the bright side, if this is the beginning of the end, the cataclysm of the happening, it will wipe out Israel with us, and we may begin anew 1487 plus 1. From Wes Wiveland, tell my buddy Nick Willis, if he doesn't stop coughing, spreading the Wu flu around, I'm going to go get and run him over myself with a forklift again. Does he glow in the dark? He might be doing it intentionally. From Macro Molecule Gaming, I hope the Canucks can get the Wu machine for free. Mark Skog, travel ban still are racist, asking for the 9th Circuit. From Hef Brovner, a Wu waifu, a Wu flujan. The NASA JOA, a reminder that RLSW Lab has the umbrella logo. Yeah, they do. There is a company that basically it's a fucking Umbrella Corporation logo. I mean, it's like poetry. It's like they decided to just be blatant about it. From Sean Turner, economy crashes, biz rises again, buy high, sell low. Oh, it's the time of link, baby. You got to get all that link coin. Oh man, I want that link shit right now. From Daniel Moore, archive, current objectives, survive. Alex Stinsky, a Wu flew 2 electric boogaloo, I hope it's happening. Filthy Casual, damn it, Jim, I was playing Crypto the Necro Dancer. From The Choker, ahahaha, my girlfriend isn't Chinese but looks Oriental. I'm not taking any chances. So how should I get rid of her without her getting sick or caught up by the police? Well, here's what you do. You cook up a nice bowl of bat soup, and you bring it outside in the yard, and you take a stick in a box, and you make a little trap. And you tie a little string to the stick that's holding up the box that the bat soup is under. And when she smells it, those Oriental genes are going to compel her to eat it. And when she's under the box, you pull the string, and you trap her out there. From Angry Emu, real Ching Chong hours, good luck Corona-chan. Mark Skog. Okay, China, you can buy Cali, it's cool. From Nignog Jones, hey Jim, reporting from my wage gauge. Wanted to recommend a manga named Keyman. It's a noir manga where a hero is killed, causing furries and witches to kill orphans. Also, 56 dead rats and counting. Wait, the hero is killed, so because he dies, people start. Okay, his death triggers furries going on a killing rampage. I might actually have to check that one out. I don't know how that would come to be, but all right. From Joe Dirt, for another coincidence, Jim, check out on Google John Hopkins Bill Gate Event 201. Who controls the world? Have you seen the video of a preacher, Morel, verbally abusing porn stars and coomers? Kind of funny. Just search Morel preaches at porn convention. Funny stuff starts at 250. Oh, we can take a quick look at it, I suppose. You said the time code on this is 250? All right, let's go take a look at a preacher yelling at degenerates and see how many yucks we get. All right, starts at 250. Let me make sure I get the right one here. Oh, there are a couple here. There's slut-shaming preachers and porn stars. Is that the one? Or is it porn convention preaching? Street preachers versus Daleks. There are too many. You know what? I will look into it, and maybe for the next stream, I will get some clips together of him calling porn stars whores. We can watch that. From Cybrav, Jim, teach us how to build a bomb survival shelter. I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to. Just dig a hole deep enough and lay down in it. That's your best chance. From Dimitri Annenkopf, Chicago first case confirmed. I thought there were 2 cases now in Chicago. From Carl Schwartz, I can die peacefully knowing I've bought you a pack of smokes, Jim. Thanks for the laughs. We're totally fucked. Judas Rude, should buy the Wheel of Time series to read 14 books long fantasy series to keep you entertained during the habiting. Actually, I've got a shit ton of Warhammer 40k omnibuses that shit will last me plenty of time. From Big Guy, it's 130,000 cases of it. Verify it or expect it. From Requiem, we've got a image link. Good Friday. Hey, Jim, vaccines prevent infections, not treat them. So anyone infected is pretty well fucked. From Atrocious, just a cold, Jim, take your airborne. Farmmaster Flex, Jim, did you catch it eating from Jade's Batcave? That may very well be a source. I don't know. Farmmaster Flex, oh no, that one. David Henry Posadas, we are so fucked. Sunstate 88, I can't wait for Chinese to start saying, oh please, white people give us foreseen aid. We no hate you no more. I don't know if they'll say it like that. But I don't know if they'll be saying anything. Can you really say anything when you're gurgling up lung blood? Kind of makes it, they'll have to type it. And none of us read Chinese, so they're kind of fucked. From Sean Turner, it's just a prank, bro. Can't wait for the reason behind the scene. Can't wait for the behind the scenes of this. Kind of waiting for the punchline. From Blood Asian, names pronounced Blood Asian. Jim, can we ship Eugene to handle the basic flu for this? And can we get an F in chat for Bronx Blogger and Tonka? I'm sure the compromised immune systems of both of them are going to lead to death. From Tooled68, train to Busan, more like train to Wuhan. From Kumpala1, Statista.com, and there's a link here. How about looking at available hospital capacity? Oh, number of beds in Chinese hospitals and healthcare centers by region. That's actually an interesting one to do. You know what? I might put together a graph of that and throw it up on Twitter later. I'm sorry, have my good friend Mr. Antibully put it up on Twitter later. From Smitey McNugget, we're watching a playthrough of Plague Inc. Yeah, God's LPing for us on this one. Who Controls the World? Video is 15 minutes and Search Morel preaches at porn convention. Like I said, good stuff is at 250. Birder, this really is a tuberculosis outbreak reborn. JC Denton, why control it? It's cool. Russell T. Shackelford, Event 201 also specifically references coronavirus. Wait, is that why people were bringing it up? Okay, so you're telling me Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, the Gates Foundation, got together with John Hopkins and other World Health Organization people and ran a simulation of what would happen if a variant of a coronavirus broke through quarantine and the end result was 65 million dead? And they did that in October, 2 months before this happened. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty spooky. I'd put on my conspiracy nut hat for that. I'd go a little Alex Jones on that one. From YesMan2044, do you think this will increase sales of RE3? Why play it when you can live it, right? It might actually hurt sales. From Sean Turner, Deus Ex became a reality with no cool tech. From Kumpala1, number of hospital beds compared to infection rate. From Rocker Boy, ever see the movie Contagion? Everybody keeps bringing that up, 2011. I don't know if I have. I might have. I might not have. I'm going to have to check it out, I guess. From BK, check out Event 201. Voodoo Media, it's okay. We can send Bruce Willis back in time to stop the outbreak until we have to send another Bruce Willis back in time to kill that Bruce Willis. From Lucius Rayer, did you see the Chinese Resident Evil logo shit? Yes, I have. From Digital Bitch Slap, I thought you died of cancer AIDS. Not yet. I'm probably going to die of coronavirus. From Shades of the South, hey Jim, my woman Cabot is feeling under the weather. Wish her a get well soon for me. Good luck and don't die. Well, Cabot, I hope you feel better. From Randomness, thousands of children, Jim. Thousands. From Sebastian Adon, hello, this is Jim. I love China and the weeaboos. I think I'm close to caught up here, chat. Give me 1 second to make sure. Where is the I love China and the weeaboos was the last one I read, so we'll get to that one. Okay, maybe I'm not as caught up as I thought. I'll just look up I love China. I love China. Where are you? Okay, that's all right. So we got a few more to go. Jesus Christ. All right. All right, chat. What are we sitting at here? What are we sitting at? Oh, okay. Jimmy's a lazy little fucker, and he needs to get him another drink. What was the song you wanted me to play? We won't play it as an outro. We'll play it as a break, so I can get another drink. It was Corona-chan is Kung Flu Fighting. First, let me put up an appropriate picture. Where the fuck is it? There we go. All right. Let's find out. Well, first, let's find out if this song is shit. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be awful or not, but I'll let it play. I'm going to grab a drink. Small break. We'll get back and finish up the super chats. This is the song Super Chatter recommended. Corona-chan is Kung Flu Fighting.
Everybody was kung flu fighting. Those shots were fast as lightning. In fact, there were no flu sightings, 'cause they fought with expert timing. There were funky flu germs from influenza town. They were chopping them up. They were chopping them down. It's a smart move from the start, and everybody knew their part. From flu shots to other tips, let's keep getting sick. Everybody was kung flu fighting. Ha! Those shots were fast as lightning. In fact, there were no flu sightings, 'cause they fought with expert timing. There were funky flu germs in some influenza town. They were chopping them up. They were chopping them down. It's a smart move from the start.
Okay. All right. Who was that super chatter? And is that your girlfriend? Whose girlfriend is this? Whose girlfriend is this that made this song that they said, yeah, honey, that's great. That was that. You're so talented. How good. She must give great head, right? For you to recommend me playing that song. I could hear it in the kitchen as I went to get my drink, and then I come back and I see chat screaming. whose girl is this? I need to pick a better song. I'm sorry, chat. Summer wins, summer misses. I'm gonna say that was a miss. It was a bit of a miss. Okay. Well, let me see. What are the comments on this video? What are the comments on this video? I've made an enemy, haven't I, by saying this? Now she's going to write a song called Mr. Metokur is a Meanie. She's going to set it. She's going to set it to what? I don't know what tune you'd set it to. Mr. Metokur is a Meanie. How could you say that? How could you say my song wasn't? Fuck you. Fuck you and your 8-hour super chat rating streams, you untalented cunt. My Kung Flu Fighting music video is a masterpiece. Listen, Laddie McLass, I believe your boyfriend was the one that super chatted that, so you should at least give him a nice hug, because he's trying to put your shit out there for you. All right. Just going to go take a minute, relax my voice, have a drink, and back to reading here. Okay. From Alan Down Under. Can we call all this bird flu to electric boogaloo? I like woo flu, to be honest. From Sean Turner, Boogie died by shoving Corona bottles up his ass. Well, that is tragedy. Amused Contempt got anime recommendations while we die of woo flu. Gintama and Gatchaman OVA 94. Watch so you can die entertained. From Fuzzy Wuzzy Got Milk, the Chinese site is experiencing multiple containment breaches. It should just detonate the on-site warhead. From Geostellar, Wuhan is Raccoon City. DSP is Nemesis confirmed. From Angry Polak, I'm with Eugene. Oh, I'm sorry, hashtag I'm with Eugene. From Dr. Drifter, Rip Boogie, he choked on his bat soup. Well, from what I understand, he's the Boogster is having a little bit of trouble currently. Let me see if I can find it. Apparently, he's under attack by super mean Redditors or something. I don't fucking know what this guy's doing. I know I made a compilation of it, though, because I'm a cunt. Oh, where is it? Let's see if I can find it and pull it up here. Here we go. It's against Reddit policy. You're bullying me. That's against Reddit policy. I'm going to report you. You're fucking bullying me. Okay, where is it, Boogie? Where is this? Here we go. Jesus. Here we are. Let's give it a listen.
And that's a known hate subreddit. Overall harassment website, actual internet bullies. That is a violation of Reddit policy. And that's a
That is a violation of... I've never heard somebody just put it that way. You are violating Reddit policies. I'm not sure. What did they do to this guy? Did they steal his upvotes? What did the Redditors do? Where did they touch you, Boogie? oh, not the Redditors. Oh, fucking 15, 20-minute long video about Redditors. I still don't even know what it's about. It's a Newsweek article where he gets shit on. It's just not a good week to be Boogie. Oh, it's a hate Reddit. It's a hate Reddit that's coming for me. From Kevin Mogg, just flew into Colorado today. Seemed like half the airport was coughing, and I was extremely uncomfortable. I don't blame you. I would be too. From B, I am a nurse in Australia. Our acute ward had a deluge of Asian patients presenting with flu-like symptoms. How fucked am I? Happy Australia Day. Well, just protect yourself. I think the Chinese ones that are surviving, don't take their shit off. Just keep your full gear on and don't touch people. And wash your hands a lot and don't touch your face. From Eldon the Blue, instead of a shotgun, you should get something like an AR if you can get it. Get a few magazines and plenty of ammo, less time spent reloading and more range, or get both and enjoy the best of both. I have my heart set on that shotgun. I know it's expensive, but I like it. The only thing I'm contemplating now is what kind of rifle. From Lamp Crow, watch Tim Waltz cuck out and let in Chinese people. Exploding Prinny, I met this girl, a Wu-chan, on Tinder. She's taking me to a Chinese restaurant. She says their soup will take my breath away. Wish me luck, dude. Well, best of luck. From Sarah H, Newfies are the only people that are going to survive this because they've been buried under 15 feet of snow all January. From TV Shane, song Rats from Ghost seems eerily relevant. From Mike Mnemonic, fat boomer detective in bad wig scratches balls, sniffs fingers, and beats his 20-year-old female partner because she's a filthy neat. Driven to cross-dressing madness because Coomer won a nut in Ghost Vagina. Magnus Oil by Kaneku Atsushi. From Jay, what's your favorite post-apocalyptic movie? My favorite post-apocalypse movie? I don't know. Let me see. What's a good end of the world movie? You know what? There must not be a very good one because I'm blanking. I can't think of a really, aside from the genre of zombies really is the thing that kind of hits. I really don't know. You know, I've always wanted like a movie or a TV show about the apocalypse. That's just I think the thing that I would like the most in that scenario would be I want you to show me just them realizing they're fucked and starting in, like, let's say a suburb, and what do? That's what I want to see. I don't even need like the overview narration of like, oh my god, it's aliens, or oh my god, it's a disease. I just want to see what that motherfucker's going to do to survive. Where are they going to go? How are they going to live? Well, how are they going to feed themselves? How are they going to defend themselves? Just strip away all the bullshit drama like The Walking Dead had with cunty wives and, you know, everybody's interpersonal relationship bullshit. I want survival. Give me raw survival of some motherfucker realizing shit hit the fan and go. That's all I need. But I can't think of any movie or show that really does that. From David, Amazon gets tons of boxes from China. Why are they taking all the stuff from the death country? Good stuff, Jim. Really enjoy the videos, man. S to spit on China. Somebody in chat saying The Road. Crossed is a comic. I'm talking like a movie or a TV show. Train to Busan, I did see it. That was good. I guess that's kind of maybe what I'm looking for, but that's even more a little over the top, really. Everybody's saying The Road. Okay. Is The Road the one with the father and the son? Is The Road the one where, the apocalypse happens, they don't really focus on what it is, but it's the dad and the kid trying to survive? Because I've seen that. That wasn't bad. It was okay. Okay, let's see. But see, even my problem with that is it starts after things are completely horrific. I want to see it become horrific. I mean, I think part of the appeal, what would make the story good, is seeing it, slowly kind of degenerate, right? To go from somewhat a semi-normalcy to people are cannibals. I want to see that transition happen in real time. That's kind of what I'm looking for. And with like stuff like Train to Busan, it goes from normal to crazy, and with The Road, it's already crazy. I want some normalcy. I want to see a show or a movie that starts with a dude sitting on his ass in front of his television, and then he realizes, fucking world ended, and now what? Black Summer, I think, is the zombie movie or zombie series, right? That was on like Amazon, which wasn't bad, and it was actually somewhat pretty good. Threads is depressing. Is that the British one about the nukes? Is that the British one about the nukes where it goes from an old couple trying to survive an atom bomb to a bunch of kids speaking gibberish and fucking? Like, that's the whole movie, right? Old people dying under a door, and then fast forward 200 years to kids fucking? Am I thinking of the right movie? That really weird, like, 70s British film? What an obscure pick to throw at me. Or is this what the conversation has devolved into now? Yes, okay, yeah, so I'm thinking of the right movie. All right. Oh, it's been so long after the atom bomb. None of these children speak English anymore. They only know the language of love. Oh, hey, okay. Chat, maybe you can help me with this. There was a movie. I know we're getting way off topic now. It's a shitty made-for-TV movie, direct-to-DVD movie. But I loved the hook. I'm going to spoil it by talking about it, but maybe you can remind me what the name is. And it's really cheesy, over-the-top B movie, but it was pretty great. It's either a meteorite. No, it's a plane crashes with a sample of a virus, and the virus gets loose, and the virus infects people, right? And it's like a hive mind virus, and people get sick and they like bleed in tears of black blood, and they vomit on people and infect them, and it takes place at like a summer camp. And you watch the whole movie, right? And during the course of the movie, it's them fighting off this virus and trying to survive. And this dude he's trying to fight the virus. He's trying to rescue the girl that falls under the influence of the virus. And the coolest part about it is the ending. And again, no, it's not the crazies. Is the ending where basically he gets free of this virus, this mind control, hive mind shit. And the girl gets free of it. And they're going to go warn the world. And then the virus, because it's a massive cunt with an ego, basically explains to them that, no, it already took over the whole world. Everybody's infected. And it just kind of let them free because it doesn't give a fuck. It's such a dark ending. I really loved it. I just can't remember the name of it. It's not, I'm fairly certain it's not The Crazies. That's a remake of a movie. No, it's not The Crazies. Not Andromeda Strain. This is like a B movie. When I say hive mind, I mean the virus is sentient. It thinks. It takes over people and uses them like the Flood would in Halo. Not Andromeda Strain, no. I wish I could remember. I'm telling you, the ending is fantastic. It's just the virus is literally the ending is the virus is a cunt, and it's mocking them. It let them go free because everybody's infected. It won. It doesn't care. It doesn't give a fuck. Oh, you got it. Somebody in chat got it. The Lion King. Thank you. The Lion King. How could I forget that scene when Simba vomits black blood in the face of Panther or whatever the fuck it is? Akuna Matata was really their the hive mind. It's not Splinter. It's not Species. I'm actually surprised nobody knows what I'm talking about. Let me see. I'm gonna find this now because this is gonna bother me. Oh, somebody got it. Congratulations. It's from 2015 and it's called The Hive. There you go. You got it. 2015 movie The Hive. Actually, I'm just going to double check to make sure that's right. I mean, I've spoiled the entire movie for you, so I fucking ruined it. But yeah, just so you know, the ending. I love the fact that the virus is an asshole. Like, it's this malevolent force. He's just a dick. He just doesn't fucking care. Okay. Sorry. All right, let's move on. Thank you, whoever. I missed the name, but there. Yeah, I spoiled it. I've ruined the movie for you. It's still entertaining to watch, just for the realization they have at the end when they realize they're totally fucked. Oh, and the best part is like, it wins and it doesn't have a plan. That's the other funny thing about it. It wanted to win just to win. And once it controls everything, it's kind of just doesn't give a shit anymore. Umpty Madoo, dog fried rice. Who ordered dog fried rice? Brother Mozkaz. I live in St. Paul, Minnesota. Masks are sold out in Target. F in chat, please. Yeah, that's the weird thing. I keep hearing people saying masks are selling out on Amazon. That's the first I heard. That they're selling out in stores. From UV Foster, XXX is pronounced 4X's. Catholic monarchist. Hey Jim, started watching your vids a few months ago. First time SC. I recommend Saga of Tanya the Evil. It's really good based as fuck anime. Yeah, that's the one about the dude that reincarnates as a Nazi lolly, right? And then goes on a killing spree. From Sage Emerald, Awulan. From Joan Arc, Happy Australia Day, as I like to call it. Hate on Triple J Day. And remember, the best way to help all firefighters is plant more trees. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the best way to help those Australian brush fires, plant thousands of eucalyptus trees. Fucking Australians. We still remember what you did to us. Burned. What country does that? You give away as a gift the most flammable tree on Earth and cause devastation for everybody. Joe the King of Hyrule, possible carriers of Wu flu quarantined in Israel. From Tay, hey Jim, watch fucking bullshit on JG's shitpost channel. It's only 30 seconds and it's worth it. Cheers, good luck in the apocalypse. Well, good luck to you too. From Chem Trail Mix, what's your drink of choice to prevent Wu flu? Kharkov vodka. If anything's gonna kill it, that shitty paint thinner is. Play it now in the background. Now you have to play Aragon's speech from Return of the King. From Foregone Jim, watch on stream the first 5 minutes of the retweet vid. Man in the tan jacket, a 60-year-old black Muslim, carries around a sword on dresses like a ninja. Well, I always love black ninjas. Marty McFly, Jim, I live in New York City. How screwed am I? I would not want to be in a major city if this goes tits up. I'll be honest with you. If it goes tits up, run. That's my suggestion to you. Best Super Block 65. Jim, I think I'm fucked. Wish won't cancel any of my orders, and they all ship from China. Oh, well, that's your fault for ordering from Wish. What were you thinking? Besides, even if you don't get Wu flu from shit you ordered from Wish, it's probably going to be lead paint and full of asbestos. That's what you get from ordering from Wish. From Victor Phantasm, boss, I love how you hated Death Stranding, but you literally described it for the immune to shop for bunkered people and the Corona-chan apocalypse. Well, yes, Death Stranding is terrible, But I still am gonna turn this. I'm gonna find a way to find a positive in it. If you survive, if you're a survivor, make a business out of it. From the Betchoff, Chinese Joker says it's simple. We eat the Batman. From Robert Sturkson, the man with the plan to ban the Quran, bombislam.com, tell your mom. From Homeboy Roadkill, hey Jim, I just thought you might want to know that someone in the front row of the WWE pay-per-view that aired today held up a sign that said TSP is bankrupt after the first match, and it was caught on camera. Oh, that's pretty great. That's really going to piss him off, especially if you spent $40,000 on a mobile game about wrestling. From Lost Controller, hey Jim, is China going to allow Bill Gates to send his goons to distribute vaccines to reduce the Chinese population? I don't know what Bill Gates is going to do. He's probably going to try to save as many people as he can to sell them a copy of Windows 10. From MF, didn't take long. There are some shady articles coming out talking about how the Wu flu is racist, misinformation from bigots. From Tiff Dig T, affluent agents, people buy houses in Canada for backup if China gets economically screwed. Chinese government uses it to sneak spies in to influence Canada. From Renning, refresh that Vice article. Oh, do I need to refresh that Vice article? Let me go back to that. There we go. Oh, I just lost my spot. Where am I? Castizo, DYK in Vancouver. When Uber was banned, there's been underground ride-sharing apps started by Chinamen that discriminates against non-Chinese. No one said anything because they didn't want to seem racist. From Samath Nifrig, the secret that kids love the secret is that kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Foxman2248, any videos coming out soon? Yes. I know I'm behind on videos. I do have plans for a couple. One in particular. I don't want to spoil it, though. From Sus, where were you when 9/11 happened? Call your mom. Well, I was calling my mom on 9/11, so I have an alibi. That's how the FBI knows I wasn't flying any of those planes. From Tilf Dig T, how long till China uses Uyghurs for test subjects? Name, check out the BBC Pigeon article on the virus. Oh my God, that's a brilliant idea. Jesus Christ. Yes, let's do that. Why didn't I think of this? This is so bad. Oh, chat. Oh, you're going to love this. Okay, let's read some BBC articles in Pigeon. For those that don't know, I don't want to spoil it. There are a couple of them. Let me see if I can find some good ones here. Why would they do this? Oh. Okay, all right. I found two of them. We'll read a little bit. Take a break from some of the super chats. Read some Pigeon articles. Oh God, it's so bad. Oh, the BBC is so dumb with this shit. Okay, here we go. Let's read the hottest breaking news from the BBC in regards to the coronavirus. But we're going to read the Pigeon version of it. So here we go. Coronavirus fit follow China goods come. Answer to dis and Oda coitions. 6 coronavirus way don't affect people. The people way don't die from the coronavirus. What happened? For China done reach 26 and done spread go plenty cities already. The virus don't find way enter US, Thailand and South Korea. The virus been start from one food market for Wuhan. Some people for the market been sell wild animals against the law. BBC Science and Health, Tory people, Michelle Roberts, and James Gallagher answer any questions you fit gonna get about the new virus. Eat away possible? Make them transfer coronavirus inside items. Way them buy from Wuhan and to Nigeria. Although The original Quison no Wida de virus for enter UK. The answer fit apply to New This is so difficult. Evidence no they show say if it happen. Cold virus dem? Way one of them be the coronavirus. No day survive past 24 hours outside human body. The better Tory de say. Before person catch coronavirus, the person supposed done use body touch. Another person, way get 'em, like family or person, way they work for hospital in order for the virus to spread. I'm learning a lot, Chad. Are you learning a lot from this? E get any reason why e be so no China? The virus been start from? Yes. Plenty people they live close to we animals. They for China. This virus not from animal eat they tight stark. And people they raise I feel like I'm having a stroke. SARS and OTA coronavirus way start from China. Dem been contact dem from bats and civet cats. Dem traces early case of dis new infection to D South China. Seafood wholesale market. Why a dem day sell live wild animals? Also chickens, bats and snakes. What you gots? Know about corona de virus, new respiratory virus, way day spread like wildfire. Lassa fever treatment centers, way day for Nigeria. I can feel my IQ just burning away. As for discane virus now within a day, pissing way got M go, but I can't. I'm sorry, chat. I've hit my fucking limit. It's so bad. I don't. That's thank you, BBC. Thank you, BBC. Oh, holy shit! I forgot about pigeon articles. I forgot about the fucking pigeon articles. Oh, nothing like reading about fucking tragedy in BBC Pigeon. It makes you feel like you've just lost your brain cells. Like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, holy shit. I'm sorry, Chad. I failed you. I got a good 2/3 of the way through it, and I just couldn't fucking continue. I really felt like I was having a stroke. If I started smelling burnt toast, I would have had to call 911. Oh, that was a good recommendation, though. It's kudos to that. Who recommended that one? Oh, name. Very good suggestion. Name. Thank you for that one. From Missile Medic, I changed my name in Clash Royale to intimidate Chinese players. It means Plague Doctor. Also, do you use iFunny or are you a red fag? I don't use iFunny. Or I don't. Is this from Clash Royale? I don't play Clash Royale. From Zap Rousdower, I just realized, what about online stores delivering things all over the world sent from infected areas of China? Oh, you're all fucked. Do you think that Bezos from Amazon's going to care? He's going to deliver that shit right to your door. From 113657, India will save us. There is superpower after all. Kamikaze Briar, watch Banana Fish, an anime about corrupt American government and exposing drug trade and pedophiles. Amazing soundtrack. A black kid is shot in episode 2. From Daniel Moore Archive, at this point, let's just agree that a blue checkmark next to your nickname means mental illness. From Gerard Detta, has Blade's foot been in China recently? It could very well be the source. We'll never know. Wargame 341, I would not be surprised if China decided to nuke their infected cities. Jack Dapper, I work in a mall and we just got our first case in Toronto. Rip Leafs. From Boolean Fools, this is just Boogie2988. Not in fact dead, but instead breathing woo flu directly into your lungs of hookers and sick people. Also 6 Grillion Jim. 6. Nobody. Almost as bad as Sargoy saying noggin joggin'. From Band Puffs, or Year of the Rat, more like Year of the Bat. For fuck's sake, China, get your shit together. From Nick Spence, Jim, look up Dr. P and me. He is testing urine samples in Vietnam. Major outbreak coming. Yeah, is he? I'd imagine. I'll have to, him and Dr. Deng. From Rural, awoo, I'm coming, awoo. Reno Miles, watch The Saturday Sunset on YouTube, a show hosted by Bibble and Ethan Ralph, where they talk about fun things like sports, movies, and pop culture. From the Minutemen, I need your Irish blessing on my low effect channel before the end times when Jade escapes in a rice gauge. Now, she's never going to escape. It's been built with quality. From The Gasify, India 2020, since it's the only country that survives. Legato Madi, I took too many Benadryl, and now the walls are sweating. And goddamn spiders are everywhere. Also, my last name is pronounced Modi. Okay, I was fisted. Well, that's useful information to know. From Cornelius Benedict, prominent coronavirus researcher Dr. Wee Tu Lo was just killed when his plane crashed in the mountains. I believe his co-pilot, holy fuck, was heard shouting before they crashed. From Raku Shazu, hey Jim, read anything by Junji Ito? Yes, I have. The manga Berserk, Itchy the Killer, Claymore, Homunculus, Vinland Saga, JoJo, especially Standball Run, Blade of the Immortal, check them out. They're all really good. Well, thanks for the recommendations. From Double A, Ordering Chinese to Celebrate Beginning of the End, Eric Chandler, I never thought I'd be one of the affirmative action. It's time to send Africa a few cold ones. And from Double O, Breaking China death toll at 15,000, as reported by senior physics Suk Wang and Chu Mai Dong. So you've got some really professional fucking doctors popping up around here. From Fuck You Google, Chinky Pox is a better name in my opinion. Double A, that song was cringe. Chat, press C for cringe. I believe he was referring to the song we tried to use for break. From Morgan Earp, there's an interesting map on ArcGIS online about airports' response to ebola-chan. China still has airports that are screening but not shut down. From Vukan to Dinuk, should have gone with some good old Christian power metal. Autism Forums, Jimbo, how often is anal acceptable? Just anytime you're not eating beans beforehand, I would say. Cheesy Charlie, Asterix and the Chariot Race. From Gleb Gabatoff, why do we assume Chinese translations on Twitter are correct? I would lie to stupid Americans and translate stuff incorrectly just to fuel hysteria and gain traffic. Most can't double check, LOL. Usually I read through the comment chain to see that. Or if you go onto the YouTube video where the nurse is talking, you'll see about 800 fucking South Koreans, Japanese, and Chinese all refining the translation. But you're right, it is fun to basically put any subtitle you want up on something. From Dr. Cochter, Google Beijing confirms use of anti-HIV drug. From Ebola Hemorrhage Ishin, YouTube search ebola-chan, an original mix that doesn't suck will come up. It's called ebola-chan. PS Viruses deserves a right to life. From David, member of Brazilian Ministry of Health posted on 4chan that this could be a bioweapon. SS on our conspiracy. Fuck you, Google. So another city of 5.5 million under quarantine. From Anthony Rutan, hey Jibbo, nicotine has been effective against SARS symptoms. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. From Mark Skog, 762 by 39 AK bro. Unlimited ammo supply, you owe me one now. From Algo Moo 2, even though revolvers and double barrel shotguns don't hold much, they are easier to maintain and don't jam. From Nurix, Outbreak is better than Contagion. From Doomstar 7, man, just as long as life is going good for me, this shit kicks off. Good luck, Jim. Beat the Woo Flu. From Robbie Volvic, Jim, buy a damn AK. Child soldiers can use it, so can you. Parts are cheap and ammo is cheaper. Stock up on Golden Tiger 762. I'm just gonna get my beautiful little fucking shotgun, get myself a nice little rifle, and I'm gonna go north. I'm gonna go north into the fucking woods, and I'm just gonna ride it out. I'm just riding that shit out. Foxman2248, if you're gonna go get the 870, just keep in mind that the ejectors on them break off because of Remington's control. Older 870s like the Wingmaster don't have the problem. And if you want a rifle, check out Palmetto State Armory. Well, thanks for the tip. From Port Film Co-op, I'm reading through this, all these super chats. Why is everybody, what is with all the AK support? Making me feel like a communist. Cozy Glow, want metal as fuck Animu? Look up Barefoot Gen Nuke. Somebody sent a link to a YouTube video. I'm sorry, my brain is starting to melt from the pigeon shit. I'll be honest with you, the pigeon shit kind of fucked me a little bit. You start reading it, and then like I'd say like every minute or two, it catches up to you in your brain, and you're like, what in the fuck am I saying? From Heffa Batson, Shantou is on lockdown. It's next to Hong Kong. Press F. Joey F. After the coronavirus kills every person on Earth, DSP will be wondering why no one is donating to a stream. From Joan Arc, I'm not kidding. A popular event in Australia is Triple J's Top 100 during the year's event. They spent the whole time asking for money to help plant trees in areas that are already burnt. I love my country. And Dr. Drifter, Misa called Jar Jar Binks, Ida possible to cure. Yeah, pigeon articles are fucking crazy. And we got a few more and we're finally finished. From I ate the juice, the super silky, sexy, smooth sound of your voice makes me want to pry your jaw open and lick the back of your throat. Are you down? Well, we're probably going to both die of coronavirus if you do that. From Brandon, anime recommendations for you, Jim. Dora Hidoro, just found it recently, but apparently it's been finished manga for a while now and is damn good. Also, Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-chan. Victor Phantasm Boss, I'm not a furry, but if Jade turns into part bat, I'll trade a few post-apocalyptic Lambos for her. You gonna cash in some of that link coin, are you? And finally, from Daniel McGuire, the libs who run my uni just let 6 of the plague rats onto campus. Fuck my life. If I get out of this, I'm giving DSP a visit. I'm sure to give him a hat for you. You know what? We will end as we began with our... Oh, wait. I'm going to need to move that up here. With our, I guess, ebola-chan, our disease-chan song, until we can find something more suitable. I will find a better outro. If shit keeps getting crazier, I'll do another stream. But we'll just have to wait and see. Who knows what it's going to look like tomorrow? It keeps getting crazier every day. This Wu Flu shit is just some wild stuff to watch. Best of luck to you, chat. Try to survive. Avoid bat soup and Chinese buffets. God bless America and save the Queen.